I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. It's time to bleed. It's time to freaking bleed. I want all the smoke. I want all the smoke. King Jr. Already somebody texting me. Look at that. Rick Blackwell, Jason, Black Alpha, M. Banks Unfiltered, Mike Lawson, Crush the Legend, Adrian Bent, Jose Diaz, Mark Casey, Bells, Duke Todd, Alfred, Scorpio the Slim Fella in the building, Jeffrey H. Lopez, my brother in the building. Salute, Brian H. Anwar Willis, Kondo, Mr. P. Depps, Mike Biggs Boxing in the building, Picasso, Stormy B-Man, the Sensei, Viva tu vida, salute. Xavier, salute. Phenomenal Mexican, dropping trolls, salute. Smash the like button on the way in. Yeah. Yeah, Shemaine Callahan earned Jordan. I said it. I'm standing on it. Mike B, Devontae Moore, salute. Mississippi King, salute. Let me be very clear. This isn't no fanboy talk. And I know this matchup will never happen. I'm not talking about right now because Mike is like 60 years old. No. MP, what the fuck? What's good? DP Rocker. I saw the comments last night. A lot of them didn't make it. Some of the brothers said I was capping, which is fine. You're entitled to your opinion. But I want to break down why I believe Deontay Wilder would stretch a prime Mike Tyson. A prime Mike Tyson. MJ Total Health and Wellness, salute. Robert Singleton in the building, salute. Katie Peeps, Grail Sobel, Kevin Dunbar. And I hope the people that commented last night, I don't know, y'all catch the replay. I hope y'all show up. Because I'm stating my case. This isn't because I support Deontay. This isn't because I broke bread with the team. No, because of Tay Jones. No. I was saying this before I even met all of them. Pete Davenport in the building. Romero Vasquez, salute. King Bonnie. Long before that. Because there are things that I've seen and there are things that we know about Mike Tyson. You see, I'm not going to bash Mike. This is just an opinion. Everybody loves Mike, right? Right? Jay Good, salute. Everybody love Mike, right? 8 count, salute. Samuel Moreno. I am Trill Will in the building. Everybody love Mike, right? Chef Boy RD, salute. Now, it's all right, dropping trolls. It's okay. Everybody loves Mike. Mike was a darling in the 80s. The reality is a lot of people that love Mike, y'all only seen highlights reels of him. Y'all weren't even alive. Y'all weren't alive? Y'all weren't there? How many of y'all were born? Where were y'all in 1985? Where were y'all? I find that a lot of cats that fuss with me over this Mike Tyson conversation, powerhouse, salute. They weren't even born in 85. Jose, exactly. I was 10. And yes, I was watching boxing with a critical eye. I was in gyms. Winston Lee, salute. I was in gyms. Dropping Troll says I was a dream in the old sack. That's one of my points. That's one of my points, and I say that respectfully. So a lot of cats were born in the 90s, Today, a lot of cats that are trying to fuss with me that Mike Tyson's better than Deontay, they were born in 2000. We're in 2022. Phenomenal Mexican says he was born in 1996. Mike Biggs, I know for a fact. Mike Biggs, what was it? Mike Tyson was the rave when we was in school, right? Everybody had Punch Out. Mike Biggs and I know each other. We went to school together. Everybody talked about Punch Out. You got to beat Super Macho Man before you get to Mike Tyson. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. We're going to go through it. Southside Boxing, salute. Mark Booker, salute. Jelly Bean. We're going to go through it. And this isn't to discredit Mike Tyson. Deontay Morse, the brother's born in 93. I don't know what year he got into boxing, but 93, I'm going to give him 10 years. From 93 to 2003, 2003, he's 10 years old. I don't know when he started watching boxing with a critical eye, but what I'm saying to you is from 93 to 2003, somewhere along the lines, the internet was born, but social media wasn't even here yet. So what my brother Deontay Morse knows is only thing he's seen is highlight reels of Mike Tyson. If he sat down and watched it with a critical eye, it would look good, but are we factoring in resume? Uh-oh. Isn't that what everybody says? Because when I say, yo, look, I think Deontay would have knocked Mike out. It's blasphemous. Oh, my God. This is Mike Tyson. Why y'all acting like this man can't be beat? Why? I mean, dead ass. Why y'all acting like this man can't be beat when we saw him beaten? Why y'all acting like that? Yeah, he was a phenomenal athlete. Youngest heavyweight. He was a badass. What was he, like 18, 19 when he did that? The Brothers UK, salute. Again, I'm not discrediting him. This is my opinion. And I'm going to back it up. It's blasphemous. Let me tell you another story. I was in the Morris Park gym. Mike Biggs know where that is. Dropping Troll says, is not a boxer. Who's not a boxer? Last I checked, there's two boxers on the screen. Brooklyn Bourne, salute. Jay Gibson, salute. There's two boxers on the screen. I'll say it again. There's two boxers on the screen. All right. So, quick story. Eric Holt, salute. Quick story. I was in the Morris Park gym, and Louis Duval is there. For those of you that don't know who Louis Duval is, former fighter. He's the first fighter that I believe to drop Roy Jones in the pros. I mean, Roy beat him, but he fought him, I believe, in the theater in Madison Square Garden, and he hit Roy clean and dropped him. I mean, Roy got up, but he dropped him. He dropped him. Main event boxing, salute. Main event Mark, salute. Dropping Troll says, okay, Deontay's a puncher, not a boxer. Big block, salute. Here we go. You see what I'm saying? Y'all see what I'm saying? This young man said he was born in 1993. All right? Now, I don't know what he's done since 1993 until this point. Maybe he's a historian. Maybe he studied the sport. But what I'm saying is there are two boxers on the screen. So already, this is what I'm talking about. This is what happens in a barbershop. This is what happens. The nitpick. So we're going to nitpick then. Remember, you fired the first missile. You said you was born in 89. So in 2009, you was 10. Was you watching boxing with a critical eye by 2009? I'm sorry, in 1999. 1999. We're going to get to it. We're going to get to it. Cassandra, salute. Salute to Alfred. He said, salute, Drew. I literally can break down how they match up, how each can win. I'm a big Tyson fan, and I'm Bond Squad all day, but I got Wilder by KO. The advantages are close, but Wilder will come out on top more often than Mike. I respect that. I respect that. And I'm not here to change anybody's mind. This is just my opinion. This is just my opinion. Yave, salute. This is my opinion. Phenomenal Mexican, yeah, we're gonna touch on all of that. Because that right there, that's the X factor. 919, salute. That's the X factor right there. But let's do it. I'm in the gym with Louis Duval, and we're talking, right? And the conversation comes up, who would win, Mike Tyson or Muhammad Ali? Yep, blasphemy, right? Now, Sammy, nothing's going on. This is just something I decided to talk about today. Because boxing gets on my nerves. So, I'm like, Dropping Troll says, but to act like Wilder's going to walk through Tyson is blasphemy. I didn't say walk through. I said he beats him. Where did I say walk through? You see what I'm saying? Thomas, salute, my brother. You see what I'm saying? People they hear something and they go somewhere else with it. Did I say walk through? Did Phenomenal Mexican say walk through? Did Alfred say walk through? No. I just said he beats him. I didn't even say how the fight's going to play out yet. But I'm going off of both men have losses on their record, and I'm going based off of what I've seen, and we're going to go through the resume. Because people love to degrade. The first thing they do to degrade Deontay Wilder is resume. And then when I kill that argument, what's the next thing they say? What's the next thing they say? Oh, well, the division isn't as strong as it used to be in the 80s. Oh, it's not? Ryan Wright, salute. It's not? So then I say to them, name the world beaters that Mike Tyson beat. And I just sit back and stare at them and fold my arms. And they start stuttering. You know why? Because they got to tell the truth now. Stormy, they got to tell the truth now. They got to tell the truth. You want to degrade Deontay Wilder's resume? Name the cream puffs that he beat. Name them. Name them. They can't even name them. You know what I'm proving right there? They don't know shit about boxing. They don't know shit about boxing. Every fighter got a bunch of journeymen and cream puffs on it when they first get started. But when I say Mike Tyson, name the world beaters Mike Tyson beat, you get a blank stare. Now, he has some legitimate wins. He does. And we're going to go through them. Jose Diaz, salute. We're going to go through them. Chris Chandler, salute. David Scott, salute. We're going to go through them. But don't act like this man was the GOAT. Now, back to the conversation I had at Morris Park Gym. Everyone was like, oh, man, you know, Ali, he styles on Mike. He stops Mike. And I'm just listening because I've heard this debate since I was a kid. And when my age group was talking like that, my dad, my uncles, they're my dad and my uncles, they would be like, man, boy, y'all need to go sit your asses down. So then Lou, who's the only pro fighter in the gym, now trainer, you know what he says? He says, man, I don't know about y'all, but I know the sexy thing to say is Ali beats Mike. But you know what? I think Mike will beat him. Everyone was like, oh, what? Daryl Alexander, salute. What? Yeah, Jason, we're going to get to it. Huh? How could you say that? Jerome Truitt, salute. And he said, listen, I'm going based off of what I see. Louis Duval is a former fighter, now trainer. And then he starts breaking it down. And the only example he could use was Joe Frazier. And as soon as he said Joe Frazier, you looked at people's face like, oh, wait a minute. That kind of makes sense. That kind of makes sense. He said Joe Frazier gave Ali a lot of headache. You know, the crab defense, dipping to the head, left hooks on the inside, dropped Ali. Jamal Davis salute. Now, I'm not saying Mike beats Ali. I'm not even saying that Ali fights Mike the same way he fought Joe. It's called adjustments. It's called adjustments. Remember that word, family. It's called adjustments. It's called adjustments. It's called adjustments. Let me ask y'all a question. And we're being fair. How good are either one of these men on the screen good at adjusting? 1 out of 10. Jab Jamboree, I'm glad you're here. 1 out of 10. How good are both of these men are at adjusting? And tell the truth. 1 out of 10. Put it in the chat. Be honest. Be honest. I'm not going to rip you for your opinion. Be honest. How good, when things went bad for them, how good are they at adjusting? Be honest. Stormy, please, I need to see a number. 1 out of 10. How good are they at adjusting when they're in trouble? Sammy says 9 out of 10. I'm talking about both men. Because I thought about this last night. I said, shit. Jerome Truitt says, I got to give Wilder maybe a 4. Tyson also, Tyson a 3. That's fair. 919 says, I give Wilder 7 to 8, but Tyson a 4. Okay. Wilder 7, Tyson 4. Okay. Yep. Alfred says 7.5, while Tyson is a 3. 5 for both. That's fair. Silvestri, salute. Anton Richardson, salute. Drop and Troll says both for 3. I'm going to put that up there for a reason. 8 count says Tyson 5, Wilder 3. Hey, man, that's your opinion. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Wilder 6, Tyson a 3. Wilder 4, Tyson 1. That's fair. No doubt, Samuel. Much love, fam. Much love. Wilder 6, Tyson a 2. Okay. Outlaw, salute. Jason says Wilder 7, Tyson a 4. Fair. Now, y'all know I'm going to roll with the sensei because it's the sensei. Ronald Haskins says, I think there was 3 different mics before his trainer died. We're gonna get into all that. We're gonna get into all of that. Spook, salute. Both of them. Jose says both are 1, and I completely understand why you say that. And y'all know the point I'm about to make. Most of you do. Rashad, salute. Now let's go with the sensei. He's an educated OG in the building. Let's go with the sensei. Wilder a 4, Tyson a 1. Now this is out of 10. Now that's low. That's below average. That's below average. I will agree with that. I will agree. Why? When they got in trouble, and this is going back to what the brother I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. What the brother Dropping Trolls said. Right? Neither one of these men, when they've gotten in trouble, have been able to make a technical adjustment to get out of a fight. Dropping Troll says Wilder's a puncher, not a boxer. I said there's 2 boxers on the screen by way of trade. But now let's get to the technical aspect of it. Tyson was clearly more technically sound than Deontay Wilder. However, when both of these men faced adversity, one quit, the other did not. Boom. Boom. That's right, Stormy. He adjusted to Tony Tucker. Young men, who's Tony Tucker? Because when I say name the world beaters on his record, they just scroll right past, they go right past Tony Tucker. Who's he? Now, Dropping Trolls, I wasn't trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm just stating this is just my opinion. There's people screaming there's trolls that are outside banging on the couch door, and they're gonna go run and make. They're gonna screen record this and run and make a bunch of videos. Fine, do your worst. Ain't gonna help you. Why? This is my opinion. I'm just backing it up with what I know. I lived through the eras. The other brother said there was 3 Mike Tysons. We're gonna get to that. Hen dog, salute. Xavier, salute. Oh wow. He says Mike Tyson was the Victor Ortiz of the heavyweight division, but no one will say it. Oh man. Listen, self-made, salute. Let me explain to you. For those of you that were born in the 90s and that were babies when Mike Tyson got out of prison, all right, Xavier looking for smoke. He said, that's right. He said it. Hey, man, I'm not going to argue with him. Why? He was there for it. And what y'all don't know is that Xavier is also immersed in the industry. DB Martha Track, salute. You know what I'm saying? So listen, man, that's his opinion. It's his opinion. It's his opinion. I'm just backing mine up with what I know because I lived through the eras. I was there for all of it. That's why I get like grumpy when a 21-year-old or a 19-year-old say, Deontay Wilder will lose against Mike Tyson. Why? Mike Tyson lost to you in a goddamn video game called Punch-Out, man. Please shut up. Go sit down. You legitimately was just sucking your mama's boob a few years ago. You gonna try and talk to me about boxing? Shut your face, young man, with your skinny jeans and purple hair. Shut up. Salute to Alfred, my brother, back in that super chat. He says, Wilder biggest adjustment in the Ortiz fight. Ortiz hurt him with the right hook. Wilder didn't get hit with the same hook again. That's why I give D the edge there. Thank you. You see, there's something called the bully mentality. There's something called the bully mentality. It's become cool to hate on Deontay. So much to the fact where we disregard all of his accomplishments. Wow, Squirrely, salute. Stuart Burnett, yes, sir. Instead of talking about what he has accomplished, what he's done, it's become cool to talk about what he hasn't done and how he looks in the ring doing it. He swings wild. He don't make no money. He has skinny legs. Meanwhile, highest KO ratio we've seen. Nubakanda, salute. Yep. Think about when you Google Deontay Wilder's name or you listen to anyone talk about Deontay Wilder outside of the LDBC and a few others. Why do you always hear negative? Think about it. What has he done wrong? What has he done wrong? Oh, I'm sorry. He started boxing late. That loss to Tyson Fury, you know what we can say about that? We can say, yeah, okay, well, he lost to the best in the game. Because Tyson Fury's still undefeated. And I'm going to get to everything else down there. You know I'm going to go there. But you know what we can say to the casuals? Yeah, well, all right, well, Tyson Fury's the best in the game right now, right? Tyson Fury is also on record one of, not the, but one of the biggest heavyweights in history. 6'9", 300 pounds. On record, he's really 6'7", but whatever. They have him listed as 6'9", 300 pounds. Outweighed Deontay. Deontay's outweighed. Name one opponent that Deontay outweighed getting in the ring. Name one. You can't. He's tall. But every last opponent he faced was heavier than him. The only opponent in this matchup that would be close to his weight is who? The man you see on the screen, Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was not a heavy weight, but he had bombs. Deontay Wilder's very tall, but he's like 218 pounds, 215 pounds. Where's the power coming from? Lou DeVal says Mike Tyson beats Ali. The gym went crazy. Everyone screaming at each other, laughing, hitting the bag harder, foaming at the mouth. Lou sat there calmly and says, yo, man. Then he brought up Joe Frazier. Geo James, salute. He brought up Joe Frazier. So I'm just saying, Mike Tyson's a lot more physically talented than Joe. He's a lot faster than Joe. He's a lot stronger than Joe. He's a lot more sharp, a lot more accurate. Now, I'm not cut from that cloth. I still say that, you know, Ali, speaking of adjustments, is the master at adjustments. He'd have tied Mike up, leaned on him, poked that jab in his face. When Mike got close, he'd had to grab him and tried to take him to 15 rounds, not 12, ladies and gentlemen, 15. Healer to mind, body, and coach salute. 15. And I think he'd have drowned him. But Lou DeVal says, oh, man, I think Mike may have beaten him. I said, oh, shit, okay. All right. Aftermath White, salute. Hand dog. Seen and unseen boxing in the building. Samuel, salute, brother. Detroit, BC, salute. Now, what I'm going to do, first thing we're going to do, we're going to go through Mike Tyson's record. We'll go ahead and share this screen. We're going to go through this as a family because I can't do this with dumbasses in a barbershop or in a gym somewhere because people they're showing their feelings. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to pull up the box rec. Let me move this picture. You already know what I'm talking about. This is Mike Tyson's box rec. Oh, I'm going to say these names because this is what I tell these cats to do. Because the first thing they do with Deontay Wilder is say, he ain't fought nobody. He knocked out a bunch of bums. That's why his KO ratio is so high. I said, okay. 1985, March 6, 1985, Empire State Convention Center in Albany. Mike Tyson makes his pro debut. He fights Hector Mercedes. TKO. Hector's record was 0-3-0. 0 wins, 3 losses, no draws. Before I even get started, Brian H. salute. Who the hell is Mercedes? Ladies, my Mercedes. Who is that? Because I'm looking for world beaters now, right? So in March 6th of 1985, he fights Mercedes. Hector Mercedes stops him. That's cool. Hector was 0-3. 0 wins, 3 losses. Okay, and that was March. April, he fights Trent Singleton. So he fought the very next month. Trent was 1 win, 3 losses. Okay. Y'all see where I'm going with this. The next month, he fights Don Houghton, who was 10 wins and 18 losses. Okay? So we got March, April, May, June, he fights again. Ricardo Spain, who is that? Who was 1 win, 0 loss. That was the first, that was his pro debut and hasn't done anything since. So let me click on this box rec for a minute. Oh, shoot! Look at that. Ricardo Spain, his 2 losses in his career, one was to Mike Tyson, and he won his pro debut with a knockout against a guy that was 2-2. Fights Mike Tyson, next fight gets knocked out. We get stopped. Okay? I don't recognize anybody he's lost to on his record. This guy's obviously a plumber. All right, he got 1 draw. He has a win somewhere else. Jeff Jordan. I don't know who that is. All right, won by unanimous decision. Okay? His last fight was in 93. This guy went on to have 23 losses, 15 of them was by knockout. That guy went on to get stopped 23 more times. Okay? Y'all want to give him Mike credit for that. Okay, great. I guess Mike hit him in his second pro fight. Mike hit him, and he was never the same after that. But he went on to fight like 23 more times at least, right? John Alderson. In July, Mike fights twice. In August, he fights once. In September, he fights again. In October, family, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Tyson fought 15 fucking times in 1985. Boxing MMA, salute. Mike Tyson fought 15 times in 1985. Let me count it again to make sure I'm not, sometimes I get a little dizzy when I'm counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. He fought 15 times. He fought 15 times in 1985. Did y'all even know that? Kenneth Young, salute. Did y'all know that? Honestly, did y'all know that? Calvin, salute. I'm not going to go any further for now. Mike Tyson fought 15 times in 1985. How many of you knew that? Drake, salute. I knew that. I know that. Samuel, I'm giving you an education right now, my brother. TC, salute. Bruce Goes, yes, another OG. He knows. He was there. He was there for all of it. I was a kid. He was an adult. Stormy was an adult. Anna Israel, salute. 15 times he fought. Name the world beaters. MXC, salute. I wait. What the fuck is this? Yeah, I know Focus Ball knew. Big Dog Willie, salute. Yeah, it was different days, but it's still 15. And no one has a problem with that. Why? They were building the kid up. You don't take that kid and throw him in the ring because you know what can happen? He could lose his second pro fight like Lomachenko. For the journeyman. What do you think matchmakers are for? A matchmaker that knew what he was talking about would have stopped that. Look, he's light on his feet. He's white chocolate. He boxes with a lot of soul. He's not a conventional European fighter. But you know what? You need to keep him away from those Mexicans because they're balls to the wall. They're not bedazzled by that sweet feet shit. This guy right here, he don't have to be hungry to fight you. He fights one way every time. I don't like that matchup. Get him somebody else. Y'all remember when Princeton I see my Mad Brother's ass over here? Oh, the unorthodox, the crazy style and the wild punches, the power. He had all of that. The flips in the ring, the showmanship. Yeah. Barrera said, mira. Hold my corona. Huh? Bad matchup. Who the hell put him in the ring with Marco Antonio Barrera? Who did that? Who the hell did that? I knew the play. I said, they're marketing this guy. He's fun to watch. But if he get in the ring with those Mexican dudes, it could have been Barrera. It could have been Marquez. It could have been Morales. All of those guys beat his ass. I said that. I said, as long as they keep his little ass away from those Mexicans, he'll be okay. Because all of those guys beat him. They're not. He gonna come to the ring dancing, and they're gonna be in the ring already warmed up. He said, as soon as that bell rings, it's over for him. And what happened? What happened? Barrera put the beats on him. Viva Mexico. I love Mexican fighters. I really do. Sidebar. You know what I always said? Boxiana, salute. You know what I said a long time ago? Back in the 90s. I said, you know what the heavyweight division needs? I was like, what? I said, they need like a 6'2", 6'3", like 230-pound Mexican. I was like, what? I said, bro, can you imagine if Barrera was a heavyweight? Can you imagine if Eric Morales was a heavyweight? 503 line in the building. Salute. Can you imagine? They thought about it. They said, yo, that'd be kind of dangerous. I said, yeah, there's nobody in the heavyweight division like that, fights like that. Because Mexican fighters they're different. They're different. They are. And when all else fails, what do they have? What do we always say? That Mexican heart. I said, man, that'll be crazy. I thought I had it with Chris Arreola, but by then it was like, I think the late 90s going into the 2000s, the Klitschko's was doing what they do. And I was like, damn. I needed something to shake up the division. You know what I'm saying? But salute to Chris Arreola. And yo, why do y'all think I'm high on Andy Ruiz? You know what I'm saying? I like shit like that. I like things to be shaken up just for the sake of shaking things up. Anyway. Mario, salute. So, Mike Tyson, a scripted virtuoso, salute. Mike Tyson fought 15 times in 1985. A lot of people that call me crazy for saying what I say don't even know that. But wait, it gets worse. So when we say what is Mexican style, I was saying this for a while. I said, I swear to God, Deontay Wilder meets that criteria, but whatever. I swear to God he does. I swear to God he does. But who am I? John Fury voice. Who am I? Mecton, salute. I see Boxiana. I ain't fucking with you. So anyway, how many people knew that? When I say name the world beaters on Mike Tyson's record, they get stuck. Al Green, salute. They get stuck. But none of these mofos knew that Mike Tyson fought 15 times in 1985. You're looking at it. And I say name the world beaters. Since you want to degrade Deontay Wilder's record, let's talk about the record. 15 times in 85. Who are these people? Let's go back to it. Steve Zuski was 25 up and 9 down. Who else is up here? Okay. All right, so the year changes. And as soon as it changed, because he fought in December, in January, he fought again. Let's just go through it now. Dave Jocko, Mike Jameson, Jesse Ferguson, right? I say name the world beaters, name the people you know. Right? I already told y'all when I play this game with people in gyms, right? When I say what I say pull up the box rec and I say go to his record and stop when you recognize a name. They passed Jesse Ferguson. Hey Stormy, hey Bruce, y'all know who Jesse Ferguson is. They passed Jesse Ferguson. They passed Steve Zuski, and they passed these two names right here. James Quick Tillis and Mitch Blood Green. They go right past it every time. And as soon as they stop at Spinks or Holmes, I damn near smack the phone out there. I'm like, yo, shut up. You're not qualified. DQ. You tested positive for ridiculous. Get out But wait a minute, I own this gym. Get out! Out! On some Ralph Cramden shit. Out! Norton, out! Get out! He said nobody took a dive to fight Tyson. Dropping trolls, you know what they're referring to? I said Jesse Ferguson. They start talking about dives. Y'all know what? Y'all know. You don't know what he's talking about, do you? Oh yeah, they scroll right past Trevor Berbick. Ferguson beat Ray Mercer. Yep. Why did I put emphasis on James Quick Tillis? Why do y'all think I put emphasis on James Quick Tillis? Why do you think I put? How many of y'all even knew his nickname was Quick? Why do y'all think I put emphasis on James Quick Tillis? Why? There you go. He stopped the KO streak. He stopped the KO streak. That was a prime Mike Tyson. All the stamina in the world. James did all he could. Stuck the jab in his face. Tied him up on the inside. He just didn't have enough to keep Mike, the bull, off of him. That's why I say Ali would beat Mike Tyson. When Lou Duval told me he's making a comparison based off of Joe Frazier, I said, but Lou, James Tillis. And he said, okay. You see, that's called the conversation. I said, James stopped the KO streak. I think Ali is way better than James Quick Tillis. I think he'd have thought outside the box, tie him up, did different things, showed Mike different looks. It's just my opinion. Shamar, salute. Aftermath White, salute. You know what's dope, Aftermath White? That's what the internet is for. I tell people, use it for what it's for. I always say, when I have this debate, I say, yo, you can't tell me a guy that fought 15 times in a year, because it sounds like it's fake. You can't tell me a guy that fought 15 times in a year fought all world beaters. It goes right over their head. Oh, no, I'm serious. Mike fought 15 times in 1985. Did you know that? Then they try and move the goalposts. Oh, that don't matter. Yeah, it does matter. Why does it matter with Deontay Wilder's record, but it don't matter with Mike Tyson's record? But let's move forward. James Quick Tillis stopped the KO streak. His very next fight was Mitch Blood Green. He didn't knock him out. He won the fight, but he didn't knock him out. Oh, you sent me a hold on. Let me look at it. You just sent me an email, Bruce? Where you send it? Oh, wait, here it is. NBA D Nice, salute. God damn, open up. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna diffuse all of this. Yeah, Bruce. Bruce, it's funny. It's funny. Yeah, Gumel. Tillis did beat Mike in the amateurs, I believe. I did. I think I heard that. I gotta look that up. I'll take your word for it. But fixed fights. Y'all ever saw the Bruce Seldon fight? Didn't make sense. That was a pay-per-view fight, by the way. It didn't make sense. But who am I? Who am I? But Mitch Green and James Quick Tillis stopped that KO streak. James Quick Tillis was 31-8. Mitch Green was 16-1. And he was make fun of him because of the antics outside the ring when Mike punched him in his face and his eye was swollen for 2 years. He was running around on the news with a swollen eye. And he wanted that smoke again. But Mitch could fight. James Tillis could fight. This was 1986. Those men could fight. The competition got better. And Mike couldn't stop these guys. So let's move ahead. Let's count 86. Because he was fighting. He fought 2 times in January. Once in February. Once in March. 2 times in May. He skipped April. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 times. Let me count again. I'm going to make sure. I want to be clear, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 times. He fought 13 times in 1986, family. Hold on. He got. Don't time nobody out, y'all. He got timed out. Don't time nobody out, please. They're not being disrespectful, you know. Hold on. Don't time nobody out, please. Please. If they ain't mudslinging and calling anybody any names, don't time anybody out, please. The Joy of Boxing says Tyson blows Wilder out. It's your opinion, but I'm backing mine up with facts. Now I'm reading a lot of people refer. One of the brothers just referred to Mike never lost when he had Kevin Rooney. Y'all want to make that case? We can make that case. Mike never lost with Kevin Rooney. Deontay Wilder lost due to an unfaithful trainer. If y'all want to go there, we can go there. We can go there. We can. Because what happens is Mike was so loved, unconditional, to the point where when he did bad things, it was overlooked. It was overlooked because he was a darling. It was overlooked. It was overlooked to the point where it couldn't be overlooked anymore. You had America say, the world, because he was a worldwide star. He was a superstar. Everyone loved him. When he went to Japan to fight Buster Douglas, they were interviewing. I saw them interview Japanese women. What do you want to do today? I want to meet the Michael Tyson. I'm like, what the hell with this 4'11", 98-pound Japanese girl want to meet Mike Tyson for? For what? A black dude from Brooklyn looking like that. It's Mike Tyson. Every time. Yeah, I must have missed it. You put a list up, Stormy? In the chat? Salute to the general, 78 Sports TV in the building. He said, no show this morning, family. Drew, hit me up later. Oh, I will, brother. I will, brother. I'm gonna hold it down, y'all. General's not going on. I need to get a dual screen so I don't miss nothing. Because when I have to go to other screens, I can't see the chat. So salute to the general. There you go. Jameson, Richardson, Ferguson, Ribalta, Green, Tillis, Gross, Ratliff, Jaco. Now, I was being nice trying to speed things along, but you see those names? You know, Stormy, I don't think the young cats will get it. I don't think they get it. I don't think they'll get it. I don't think they get it. What we're trying to do is provide clarity to this conversation and why we say what we say. Then we'll get to how they match up. But one of the things that they'll do now is sexy. Anthony Jones, salute. Dill Spoolie, salute. Dropping trolls, you know what it is? Moving forward, I'm only giving out wrenches to people that are members of the LDBC. I'm talking about the paid members. The reason why I'm doing that, the Jab Jamboree, salute. The reason why is because we get a lot of people that try and infiltrate, and their sole purpose is to disrupt because they don't like what we say, they don't like what we do, they don't like what we stand for. So it's whatever. So, you know, it's no disrespect to you, but I have to move like that now. You know what I'm saying? And we have a lot of members, and we're growing. But we have to do certain things, and it's ridiculous that we have to do that. You know what I'm saying? But we have Lamar, salute. But we have to move that way now. So if you have a wrench now, everyone that has a wrench that aren't members, that's cool. That's cool. I'm just not giving out any more unless you're on the list. Because, you know, people get wrenches. I'll give you an example. Somebody had a wrench on Blue Blood's channel, right? Somebody had a wrench on Blue Blood's channel, right? And then changed their name to me, the fake account with a fake picture, and had a wrench. We found out who it was. I hit up Blue. I ain't gonna tell you what we did, but we found out who it was. And remember when I said 2022 is going to be a very telling year? Now you got people hitting up BFTV behind the scenes trying to shout us out. I was like, what are you talking about? This guy's been talking shit about us for 3 years. Your friends now? Okay. Too late. We found you. Too late. So it's going to be what it's going to be. But that's the level of ridiculousness we're dealing with. And, you know, I swear to God that happened, family. I swear to God. I was watching. Sometimes I'll go in the chat and I won't say nothing. I'll just be listening. And then I'm looking at the screen and everyone's saluting me. I said, I ain't say anything. And I looked. And then he said some gay shit. And I'm like, see? And he had a wrench. How stupid are you? Smitty Smith, salute. Zello, salute. It was crazy. That's right. It's a grown-ass man with a big-ass channel that did that. It's a grown-ass man with a big-ass channel. So it's not personal. I appreciate all the support. It's not personal. But due to things like that, we have to move a certain way. And it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. All we want to do is come on here and just talk our shit, talk boxing. That's all we want to do. And people get so infatuated with motherfuckers got like 30,000 subs. Why are you worried about me? I don't understand. I don't know you. What did I do to bother you? I don't know. I don't know. But whatever. This is therapeutic for me. I love talking to you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where this racism shit came from when people come for us, but there's a whole LDBC because of racism. We left that YTBC shit alone, and salute to the General 78 Sports TV. He provided us a place where we can talk amongst ourselves and not bother with anybody. You notice we don't talk about anybody. We don't. I beg y'all not to say anybody's name. Don't do that, because I don't want to. I don't deal with those guys. I don't. If you were cool once upon a time when we fell out and I don't talk, I don't even say your name. It's all right. I honestly wish you the best. What I want you is the fuck away from me. That's it. It's a clean break. No punching after the break. No punching after the bell. It's clean. I'm good. Just leave me alone. That's it. Just leave me alone. But motherfuckers want to make 400 videos about me and all kinds. It's weird. Why are you talking about me? You got all this success and all these subs and you making money. Why the fuck you talking about me? You ain't got nothing else to talk about. I'm not the athlete. I have a day job like most of you. Family men and women. Why you want to dedicate entire live streams about something that I said? Why does the LDBC ruffle your feathers so bad? Why? You know why we exist. And some of you don't even know us. And I'm talking to people in the industry. Anna Cummings, salute. People in the industry. Boxiana is all women. Hubba hubba. That's old school. Hubba hubba. I don't get it. I don't get it. You worried about somebody else that you can't even count your own blessings. If you taking 2% of your time and focusing on something else, that 2% could be the difference of you making $100,000 to $1 million if you just focus on what you're supposed to focus on. Why the fuck am I your focus? I'm just a guy from the Bronx who loves boxing. That's all I am. That's it. Everyone, see love, salute. Everyone, and I'm talking about these industry clowns. The only reason why they're concerned with us is because of our unity and because we don't entertain the garbage. That's why, Southern T, salute. That's why we have trolls. If what we say is not important, why are you here? If we're so racist, how do you know that when we never spoken to you? Now, the LDBC is not exclusive to black people. We have people of all races, cultures, and creeds, male and female. Right? How are we racist? Why? Because we support Deontay Wilder unconditionally. Don't Mexicans support a lot of their fighters unconditionally? Canelo could do no wrong, right? He's forgiven. He popped dirty and was suspended. He's forgiven. Big Baby Miller hasn't fought since 2018. Right? Hey, a cop shot him in the back. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. And what does the other cultures do? But Chicago, huh? What does gang violence have to do with a cop shooting a black man in the back? It's two different things. What does Floyd Mayweather's outside of the ring antics have to do with his greatness inside the ring? It's two different conversations. What can any of these clowns on Twitter, on ESPN, or whatever, say negative about the LDBC when they haven't spoken to any of us? They might get a couple of trolls in there that might shout they're the LDBC, but trust me, 78 already told y'all. Yeah, they shouting their LDBC. Are they on the list? Do you understand why we got paid members? Do you understand now? Some guy running around. There's a whole page on Twitter that says LDBC strong. Something that I started saying. I'm the first person to say that. That's me. And I'm not on Twitter, but someone sent me a picture of when the brothers got together in Texas a few years ago. And it's called LDBC Strong. And I said, that's not us. I sent it to 78 and said, who the fuck is this? Turns out, long story short, it's a UK troll that's been trolling us for years. And I forget his name, but his avatar is a stupid looking English police officer with the big hat, looking like a cone head. That guy's been trolling us for years. Insecure little motherfucker from the UK. Punk. The trolling. Who makes time to do that? See, I'm doing something with my time. I'm talking to you. Oh, LDBC is all about making money. Let me explain something to you. I always said, when I start my channel, I'm not getting it to make money. I love boxing. And I like what 78's doing. I think it's important. But if I get into a position to make money, I'm not going to duck it either. That'd be stupid. Ain't your time money? So when you're trolling, are you getting paid? I say it again. Is your time not money? And if you're trolling, are you getting paid? Get a wife. Get a life. And if you're married, holy shit. If you got kids, holy shit. The 20 minutes you're sitting there trolling, duplicating accounts, making trouble on a channel does not net you dividends. Because that same 20 minutes, you could be doing a video to upload on your channel if you're monetized and it can make you some money. But you got so much hate in your heart and insecurities and everything running around in your body that you don't like what I do. Why? You look at me and I'm the man you want to be physically. Meanwhile, your ass got a bigger channel. What is really your problem? What is really your problem? 78 is right. The internet, social media has become a safe haven for people that really need therapy, that need medication. Some of these niggas, some of these channels, because I don't tell anyone where to go. But some of these guys that y'all follow, y'all will never know what we know. Some of these guys need medication. Some of these guys got serious problems outside of YouTube, and they come here. It is a form of therapy. Because they could get on here and be whoever the fuck they want to be and say whatever the fuck they want. Because all they know is, in the real world, I got bills up my ass, and my boss don't like me, I'm about to get fired, and my kids don't talk to me, and my wife think I'm gay. But when I come here and get in front of this camera, 10,000 people love me. This is their hug. Instead of dealing with what's really going on, this is their hug. You see, I multitask. People got problems every day. When I get off here, I got things I got to do, and I go ahead and do it. I handle it. Some of you need therapy. Go get it. Some of you need help. Go get it. There's no shame in saying you need help. The problem is when motherfuckers insist, yo, look, this is the outlet. Shouting at a camera. And I got 10,000, 11,000, 30,000, 27,000 subs. And when I go live, I can get 300 people in here. When you shut that camera off, you go in that corner, you curl into the fetal position, you start crying. Instead of going and getting help. Some of these niggas need medication. But anyway, let me tell you something. If you got a wife and children at home, but you find an hour, because I had a troll that cloned my account and he was literally on everybody's channel from dusk till dawn the next day, everywhere. And I just screen recorded it and sent it to the appropriate authority. Well, I say authorities, but whatever. I built my case. I watched him. And I said, man, I'm on vacation, but what the fuck is his excuse? He was at it for like a whole month. He was popping up on channels that I don't fuck with, that they don't fuck with me. And it was so ridiculous that the motherfuckers that I don't fuck with, they knew it wasn't me. And like I said, y'all be surprised who I spoke to behind the scenes. Hit me up, yo, this is not you, right? This can't be you, right? Nope. That's my answer. Nope. But every time that motherfucker shows up, screenshot it and just send it to this email, please. Thank you. That's it. Clean break. Keep on doing you. That ain't me. You don't fuck with me. You know I don't fuck with you. So that can't be me. But the nigga stepped on a landmine when my troll popped up in his chat. He did nothing. And nobody did nothing. Deontay Wilder's the best. Period. That's what he was saying. He's still champion. Facts. And I watched him in the chat talking this shit. You know what I noticed? I noticed two things. No one blocked him. In seconds before the fake Drew Titan popped up in his chat, I saw the owner of the channel do this. It was him. Nigga. Nigga. And I stress the word nigga. Nigga. Nigga, 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 nigga. I said, look at this. Nobody in his chat said anything to him. No one hit him with the wrench. Nothing. Nothing. I was sitting there looking at the whole. I said, look at this. I called my wife over. I said, look. You know what she said? She said, it looked like it's him putting. I said, hey! She said, it looked like he typing. Yeah. $30,000 subs. You making time to do that shit. Nigga. But it's okay. It's all right. Time reveals all truth. I ain't got to scream and holler. I never got mad because I said, we won't get him. It's good. But, you know, you try and fuck with my bottom line and I can prove damages. I ain't got to scream. I ain't got to holler. You going to pay me, though. You're going to pay me for the trouble. You probably ruined some business relationships that I could have built. Drew Titan LLC is a brand now. Thank you to the family. So when I say salute to the mighty LDBC, I mean that. It's a brand. This has become a business. You treat it accordingly. You'd be a fool if you got monetized and didn't exercise all of the money that you deserve. Once you become monetized, that means you are worth something. And when you get trolls in your chat trying to prohibit and talk about your subscriptions and talk about, oh, your money, yo, you don't make no money. Why are they worried about what you do? Motherfuckers are walking billboards every day. You worried about the money you make, but you got every Jordan in your fucking closet. Do you troll Michael Jordan? Oh, you just worried about your money. Or do you wear those Jordans to every fucking house party you go to in your 50s? Idiot. You wear Adidas. You wear ponies. You wear Under Armour. You're a walking billboard. Do I have to explain capitalism to you? I want Adidas to make a bunch of money off of me. Why? The more money they make off of me, I get more options, better sneakers, different colors. Would McDonald's be around if they just only sold one type of hamburger? There's popular ones, but every now and again, they give you a change. They give you something and then take it back. The McRib, here, the McRib, exclusive for 2 months, and then they take it back. Options. Jordans. It's not one pair. There's like 50 pairs. So unless you're walking around with clothes that you've made, 100%, and you're living in a house that you built, And you walking clothing with no signature on it? Huh? This is a Mets hat. This is a Superman wife beater. I am advertising for somebody. So I'm going to advertise for myself because why? I'm a brand now. And if you hurt that brand and I can prove that you have gone out of your way to hurt my brand, you're going to have to pay me. But the biggest question that you're going to have to answer to my legal team is, why would you do that? For months, why would you do that? The LDBC is a brand. And it's the haters' fault. All we wanted to do was talk boxing. And then we said, fuck it, yeah, we can't talk boxing with y'all. We're going to go ahead and talk boxing amongst ourselves. And then y'all came to us, fucking with us, trolling us. If you don't fuck with me, get out my chat. If you don't fuck with 78, get out the chat. You don't fuck with Black Fight Fan, get out the chat. Get out the chat. You don't fuck with KQKC, get out the chat. You don't fuck with Stormy B, man, get out the chat. It's simple. The reality is we shouldn't have to hand out wrenches. Did y'all know that? The reality is you shouldn't have to hand out wrenches. I want to get big to the point where I only have to click my chat to only subscribe. The people who are subscribed with the little S. Because that's how I know who's with us and who's not. That's the reality. Holy salute. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we want. But you're not gonna shame me for building something. Aha, you're making money. Nigga, you on YouTube right now. You're on YouTube right now. Every video you go to, look at how many views it has. Some of those views are in the 100,000s. You've gone there, you've made that person money. Are you laughing at them? No, they laughing at you for laughing at them. Aha! You live in a penthouse. Nigga, you live in the alley on the side of my penthouse. What are we talking about? Well, I got my freedom. You work for the man. Yeah, I work to keep these lights on in this home. I don't understand. What are you talking about? I work. Yes. Yes. Go ahead and make fun of Blue Blood for putting out 50 videos a day in a live stream. Y'all don't know what I know. I had a long talk because once this YouTube thing got real with me, and I said, look, I can't duck this now. What am I going to do? Ignore it? Yeah, I make a few dollars. No. I said, you know what? It's growing. Now I'm going to grow it. Time is money, right? I'm taking time to talk with the family. And if they're going to pay me for it, why not? Well, I'd be stupid to say, no. That's dumb. So I had a long talk with Blue Blood, and let me tell you something. My mouth dropped. Let me give y'all a little history. I don't know how long I've been following Blue Blood. For me, it's been a few years. Y'all remember when he was doing live streams while he was working? I think he worked for a bus company, and I think he had another job with a business out here called Accessoride, I think. Y'all remember he was doing live streams while he was working? But we had to have that boxing knowledge, and he was given to us. When was the last time you saw him on the bus in a uniform? Don't talk to me about branding. If you're a fucking loser making fun of people for making money off of this YouTube thing or social media at all, whether it's Instagrams, Facebook, or YouTube, anywhere, have their own website, whatever, you're dumb. You're dumb. You're a fucking idiot. I've watched Blue Blood grow. And when I sat down and talked to him, and I'm not going to put his business out there, but he showed me the numbers. I said, I get it now. I also understand why this place has become so competitive. I kind of get the trolls, but they got it fucked up. You see, we're not going to take your audience. Your audience fucks with you. Bottom line. But when you see another channel grow, that don't mean that they're stealing from you. Focus on your craft. Learn. Do something different. Get this. You will do better pairing up with the person you're hating on. Okay, if you don't like what they have to say, just don't deal with them. You know why? Because if they're growing at a rapid rate, and you pair up with that person and talk with them, that audience that he or she is growing so fast, they might not even know about you, believe it or not. And they'll subscribe to you. It's called building. But when you try and destroy and make hate videos and diss videos, you're going to attract the wrong type of audience. That's the Jerry Springer audience, the people that like all that fussing and shit. I'm not about that. If you don't like what I say and I'm going to do something to you when I see you at a fight, look, when we see each other, it's going to be what it's going to be. You make that choice. But understand something. Black man, because ain't no white people doing that shit to me. It's niggas. You the first niggas talking about I'm black and I'm proud and fuck the police and all this, that, and the third. When it comes to anybody in the LDBC, it's fuck them niggas and I'll slap this nigga. And E. Shit Smith told me he want to smack a LDBC member. Yeah. Over boxing. We didn't threaten nobody. We didn't. Everything is reaction. That's why I tell you don't say anyone's name in my chat. I don't want to deal with that. I know what I can do in the real life. They don't. That's why I went to Vegas, and I know there were several trolls there. They said nothing. They're taking pictures of Art Man when he's walking away. They were there the whole time. And Art Man's not a big guy. All of this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Art Man was there. Did nothing. I was there. They waited 72 hours to hit me in the chat. I'm like, nigga, y'all, the couple, the boyfriends, they were sitting right behind me. I said, well, fuck all of that, what I did after the fight. Why don't you just say hello? Y'all can't say hello? Oh. They went like this. Oh, shit. He's a lot bigger in real life. Yeah. Okay. I am. DFTB, same thing. Walking billboard. I don't know what brand pants he had on, what sneakers he had on. I know he had a sweater that had his name on it, BFTB. A hat had his name on it, BFTB. Why? He marketed himself. You're not going to shame us for marketing ourselves. I'm going to be marketing myself really soon. Salute to my brother A Weapons. We working. When something falls in your lap, you be a fool not to take full advantage of it. The issue is you clowns are too stupid and afraid to work at it. And some of you are working at it and it's just not working out for you. And instead of trying to sit down and perfect your craft and realize that it takes time, understand that if people like, trust, and respect you, they're going to fucks with you. You're so focused on me and 78 and black and what we're doing. You can't find anything else wrong with us. You can't understand why there's 150 people in here. And when you go live, you have 10 people max, and 3 of them are your own accounts. You got to pull up multiple windows. I know the tricks. You can't figure out why no one likes me. Well, you know what? It takes time. It takes time. And then you look over at the LDBC. Why are they growing? What's going on? He don't talk right. He's from the street, and he's slow, and I don't understand why they're and I don't understand why the LDBC is growing and there is and why the fuck, who the fuck 78 thinking yeah, come on. Come on! thumbs up, you apes. More focus on your craft, less focus on us. That 50% of hate that you put towards us every time you put our name in the video, just so you can get 100 more views or whatever, understand that's not going to last forever. Because when haters understand that they really can't do nothing with us, they eventually stop. We ain't going nowhere. We're not. So eventually it stops. The highest views you get have our name in the title. 78 said this. Black Fight Fan said that. Blue Blood said this. Drew Titan said that. Got this fool up in the UK, got my name all in the title. I said, what the fuck? I don't even know this guy. And I looked at him. I said, I don't know this guy, but didn't BFTB kill this guy like a year ago? What the fuck is his problem with me? And he took a bait. I put out the biggest troll video, and I did the shit on purpose. The biggest troll video. The biggest one. The views went through the roof. When you go to your when you have a video that's getting a lot of views in a short amount of time, they put fireworks on it on in your back office. And I said, damn. I put out the most bullshit, most asinine video. And look at the views go up. I said, all of this is hatred. And I clicked on it and I read the comments and I tried to warn them. I said, y'all don't understand sarcasm? No, you really meant it. Okay. Thank you for the view. I ain't gonna tell you what that view paid me. I ain't gonna tell you what that video paid me that month. Thank you, you idiots. You know how you do? Just shut it off. I had a bunch of UK cats. Oh, yeah, Drew's a hawk. I'm telling you, he's a hawk. Uh-huh. I'm a hack. All the way to the bank. And thank you. Thank you. Come on, man. You know what, Samuel? I don't hate anybody. I don't. If you hate me, I just don't fucks with you. The weird shit is, Jamaican Child Smugwan, the weird shit is people will hate you and they don't even know you. 100%. The people that hate me and have videos about me don't fucking know me. And that's real. That is real. That is real. They don't know me. Oh, what you said to Sugar Hill was malarkey. Okay. It's your opinion. All right. You still on that shit? It's 2 years later now. The fuck? I was over it. And trust me, Sugar ain't losing no sleep over it. That nigga don't even know my name. He'll walk right past me in the street, don't even recognize who I am. I'm cool. I'm cool. I wouldn't stop him either. I had nothing to say to him. You still on that shit? So you had your 2 seconds of fame and you fumbled the ball. You had an opportunity to talk to me and you fumbled. Stuttering and stumbling and lying all over the place. You want to talk to me? Now you talk to me. Donnell Schaefer, salute. You spoke to me, you fumbled the ball. Then comes back, goes to Fred's show. I'm talking about a monkey in particular, an ape, a primate. Literally looks like a fucking gorilla. Ask Fred, yo, how could we do a dual stream where we could stop the violence in boxing? I didn't know people were getting violent over boxing. To my knowledge, nobody out here in the community got into a fist fight. A lot of us live in different states. Some of us in different countries. Something happened. What? I missed something. But here's where he fucked up. How on earth do you want to do a dual stream with a person whom you said had a horrible show? And I asked that nigga twice. I said, Well, he said, yeah, I said, yeah, you mad at something I said to Sugar Hill on the barbershop? Yeah, a horrible show. I said, excuse me? He said, the barbershop, a horrible show. I said, oh. A couple months later, where is he? In the barbershop wanting to do a dual stream with the person who has a horrible show. Family, like, trust, respect. You can't respect that. What, you think I didn't know? I told Fred on his live. I said, yo, you know that nigga said you had a horrible show? I have proof. You think his channel's going to grow like that? Sat there and said, oh, the LDBC, I think it's about, yeah, DP Rocky, you was there. The LDBC, oh, y'all about making money. No, we're making money in the process. And guess what? Not everybody's there to make money. They're just supporting the grind. They're supporting what we're about. That's what we're about, unity. Everybody in the Black Panther Party didn't make no money, but they knew what was at stake. That's why I got involved. That's why I got involved. And then my channel grew. What, I'm supposed to ignore? The money that YouTube's giving me? The money that sponsors are giving me? I'm supposed to ignore that because I'm keeping it real? No. I'm going to ignore it? You wouldn't. That's why you tried to do a dual stream with a guy you said that has a horrible show. And in that chat, people was like, wait a minute, yeah, that's the guy. Yeah, I was there for that, Drew. On Scotty's channel, World Combat Sports. He said, yeah, I remember that. That is the guy, right? Yes, it was him. It was him. Listen, I ain't got Darnell, salute. I ain't gotta scream and holler. I just point out the facts. That was a fact. I said, wait a minute, what is he even doing here? And he came in, and I was doing push-ups, and I was just listening. I said, why do I know that voice? And then he says, yeah, you know, people getting violent. They talk about car fires. I said, what the fuck? He's still on that shit. And I looked up, I said, that's the guy. What the fuck is he doing on the show that he said was horrible? And then had the nerve to ask, can we do a dual stream? Which means he knows Fred has a huge audience. He wanted that audience to gravitate towards his show. But then got up there and said the LDBC is only about making money. No, motherfucker, you want to make money. And you're mad that a lot of us in the LDBC are getting the money. But newsflash, if you do your own thing and people like, trust, and respect you'll get yours. You'll have your own audience. We don't tell our audience where to go. You think Boxing Ego gets mad whenever I go live? No, I'm not stepping on his bottom line. I've been following Ego for the better part of a decade. Brilliant channel. I've watched him grow. You think I'm stepping on his bottom line? He could pop up live right now and get 300 people in his chat. I'm not stepping on his bottom line. He does what he does. I have super chatted him. I have cash apped him. Why? I want the brother to eat. Can y'all say the same? But you got niggas that want to make fake accounts to try and stumble what you do. If that isn't evil, that's evil. That's evil. When I see that, I have nothing to say to you. Y'all don't really understand how deep-rooted trolling goes and where it comes from. It's ridiculous. It makes zero sense. You got to be the scum of the earth to troll. To make multiple accounts to go fuck with somebody. You got to be a spineless jellyfish. You're the scum of the earth. There's so many other positive things you could be doing. Don't talk to me about black on black crime and I hate the police. And you some sort of Muslim or whatever the fuck your background is. And then you turn around and hate on somebody that don't even fucking know you. Wanting to fight and everything else. But get mad when a Latino or a white person points out black on black crime. Look in the fucking mirror. You goddamn monkey. Black Cloud, salute. Yanni, salute. That's why I tell y'all, I ask y'all, don't say no one's name on my chat, please. I don't give a fuck what they're going through. I don't give a fuck if they flipped the car. I don't give a fuck if they got hit by a truck. I don't give a fuck if they died. I don't care. Because I'm going to treat them in death how I'm going to treat them in life. Non-existent. We ain't friends, so I don't have to acknowledge you. And if you die, guess what? We weren't friends, and I never acknowledged you in the first goddamn place. That's something your audience got to deal with. You got to deal with that. You make the bed, you lay in it. You get what you put out, yes or no? And I know this is boxing, but this is all relevant. So when you see guys like Eat Shit Smith getting mad because somebody's schooling him on a fucking argument, and his only his only argument is that he knows boxing because he used to be in it. No, that don't fly. We can have a conversation. Speaking of trolling, and then went ahead and put a black face in there, paid his 79, what is that, euros to say that. You know why? I touched the nerve. So he wants me to get back to boxing. He paid 79 cents to do that because he can't talk in a regular chat. But since you did that, the general's not on. Since you did that, I'm going to stay on this topic for a little while longer. No backseats. Remember when you was a kid, no backseats? No backseats. Adewale salute. Straight Convo in the super chat. Much love and appreciation. He said some trolls have the same mindset of those racist whites that was lynching blacks for no reason. Yeah, they do. They do. Yeah, of course, it's UK homo. Yeah, of course. A lot of them running around out there. It's crazy. Kissing people on the mouth and shit. You don't understand UK humor. No, it's called gay. I understand gay. I've seen it. It's in our face. It's on our TV. Our kids are looking at it. We got to explain it now at a young age because it's normalized. So we know what gay is. But don't tell me that it's just humorous. No. Yeah. Yep. That's the same mindset. So when you see guys like Steve Kim and Rick Glasser and all these other assholes, you got all the smoke in the world for the LDBC, but when we referred to as the demographics, you had no smoke for that. The demographics. You had no smoke when who's this dude? Steve Kim called us the woke channels. Trying to use our, remember when we started using the term woke? I'm woke, we're woke. But we started making all kinds of Asian jokes and trolling him. They have a whole law not to harass them anymore, right? As if, man, okay. Okay. A couple of delivery men get looked at strange, and coronavirus comes, and it literally came from Asia somewhere. I mean, they feel like they're getting harassed, and boom, they get a law, they get a bill. We don't got no bill. But never mind that. Being that we ain't got no bill and we on the same struggle, I still got niggas. The LDBC has a bunch of niggas mad at what we do, which is really nothing. We just talk boxing amongst ourselves. So if we say right, you say left. We say up, you say down. And it becomes cool to disagree with us. So when you do a live and put our name anywhere in it, instead of getting 200 views, you'll get 400. You'll get 1,000. You notice you got more subs. So it's popular to hate on us. Oh, look, we support Deontay Wilder. So I'm gonna talk bad about Deontay Wilder because it becomes profitable. I'm bringing it back to boxing now, y'all. So it's become profitable now to you. Some of these hated channels, 1,000 videos degrading Deontay Wilder. But we're quality control. While you have your 1,000, I have my 1,000 videos bringing them up because he needs to be brought up. But you know what happens with you guys? I do other things. This is my boxing channel. Okay? What happens with Deontay? We don't know if Deontay's even fighting again. What happens if he walks away from the game? What you going to talk about? Watch your views pummel. Watch. They're going to go right down. Damn, I used to get 3,000 views. Now I'm only getting 500. What am I going to do now? Yeah, what are you going to do? You don't know the sport. It just became cool to hate on one guy. You're incapable. And time will reveal the truth. Which brings me right back to boxing. How many times did Mike Tyson fight? In 1985, 15 times. Then he fought in 1986, what was it, 13 times? I'll count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 times. The man fought 28 times in 2 years. Don't talk to me about Deontay Wilder's record ever again. Right off of that. Don't talk to me. 28 times in 2 years is a lot. That's a lot. And every guy that wants to cap for Mike Tyson, because it's a big old cap. When I told you they scroll right past Trevor Berbick, matter of fact, I'll do one better than that. He fought Bone Crusher Smith after that. And fought Pinklin Thomas. They'll scroll right past Pinklin Thomas. They'll scroll right past Tony Tucker, Tyrell Biggs. These guys were names in the 80s. And if they stop at those names, I say, yeah, I'll give Mike credit for those. But they scroll right past it. So why am I going to help them do their homework? You see what I'm saying? I'll give him credit for Trevor Berbick. Trevor Berbick was a champion. That's when he made history. But how do you scroll past the name? One of the most cartoonish Mike Tyson knockouts was Trevor Berbick. I'm like, yo, y'all don't know who Trevor Berbick is? Oh, who's that? The famous guy with the little afro. Mike hit him and he fell and he tried to get up and fell again. He tried to get up and fell again. Oh, that guy? That guy. That guy. Oh, my God. Yeah, that's right, Bruce. Most people don't even know who the fuck Donnie Long was. Most people don't know shit about boxing. And you can tell off of that debate right there. Always take this conversation to any barbershop, any gym, and just listen. Just listen. We're in the age of technology. Everyone has one of these. It's called a cell phone, smartphone. Anyone can go online and Google. Use Google for what it's for. You can pull this up. It's right there. I say, name the world beaters on Mike Tyson's record. They go in there and they pick it up and they scroll right. They stop right here. 1988, Michael Spinks. They go past Tubbs, Holmes. Oh, no, I'm sorry. They'll stop at Larry Holmes. They know who Larry Holmes is. You know what they don't know? Stormy, if you're still there. Bruce, I know you're there. Was Larry Holmes past it in 1988? Thank you, Yahweh. Appreciate you. Holmes was past it when he fought Mike Tyson, man. Getting his arm caught in the ropes trying to throw a punch. He was past it. That wasn't Larry Holmes from 1980, 1979. It was 1988. Holmes was a name, he was game, and it didn't work out. Cedric, salute. That's right. Larry Holmes was flabby. He was past it. Thank you. Thank you, Bruce. And that's what people don't know. He was a name. He was still kind of active. Thank you, Vels. 3 years. Matter of fact, let's look it up. Larry Holmes. 69 wins, 44 knockouts, 6 losses. He only got knocked out once. That was by Mike Tyson. Let's scroll down to 1980. Get this shit out of here. 1988, Mike Tyson. All right. The last fight he fought was 1986 against Michael Spinks. So from 86 to 88, he was inactive. And you put him in the ring against Mike Tyson. All right? Okay? But you want to give him credit for Larry Holmes? Cool. Go and give him credit for Larry Holmes. Samuel, have a good day, brother. You stay blessed, young man. Want to give him credit for Larry Holmes? You don't want to give, so what you're saying is you don't want to give him credit for Tyrell Biggs. You don't want to give him credit for Tony Tucker. You don't want to give him credit for Pinkley Thomas or Buster or Bone Crusher Smith. You don't want to do that because I swear to God, they miss all of this and they either stop right here or right here. They might say, "Oh yeah, Holmes is old," but Michael Spinks though, he knocked him out in seconds. Yeah. Let's scroll up some more. Frank Bruno. Big, menacing, dark-skinned Brit, chiseled, body of a Adonis. Yo, when I see Mike, I'm going to knock his head off in the first row. That's what he said. And it didn't work out. All right? So you don't want to give him any credit for Frank Bruno. I did, but fine. Again, I don't do the homework for people. So you don't want to give him credit for Frank Bruno. All right? Carl the Truth Williams. You don't want to give him credit for that? Now remember, I'm asking a casual, name the world beaters. They don't want to do it. They don't want to do it. Fine. Then we get here, 1990. Little story about when he fought Buster Douglas. I knew the outcome. I knew the outcome. I didn't watch it live. I was out trying to get laid that night. Here's my right hand. The shorty from school, you know, one of those, yo, my parents in the crib, so we gonna go out. Y'all know what it is, you know, the staircase. Y'all know. Y'all already know what it is. It's cold outside. Saturday. I'm in Edenwald Projects. I get there, it's cold, man. I'm trying to, you know, my boy had a car, trying to get Shorty to come outside. Came outside, whatever. And we were just driving around until it got late enough so we could, like, go somewhere and try and get it on, whatever. So she came outside with her friends. So my boy's driving around. She in the passenger seat with my boy. I'm in the back seat with her, and we down there. That's what I'm saying. This is exactly what I'm saying. This is exactly what I'm saying. This is exactly what I'm saying. Honey Boo Boo puts a black face on a dumbass super chat. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. Wilder's best win was your wife masturbating when he knocked out Ortiz. I mean, she was flicking the bean at 100 miles an hour, and you walked in on her. What are you doing? She said, Wilder! Squirt all over the damn. And you've been mad ever since. What are you doing? Wilder! Flicking that bean. Wilder! I fucking hate that guy. You go to the bar, you go to the pub. You're trying to spill your guts to your friends. Your friends, it's all right, mate. It's all right. As soon as you turn your back and go piss it out in the shitter. Blimey, this cut's more crazy than Benny Hill. Why he wife her? He don't know we all fucked her, yeah? He don't know? You got no friends. I don't know what time it is in the UK, but you're here fucking with me and paying me at that. Make another account. Send another super chat. I appreciate it. So anyway, we driving around. He got the radio on, right? And we was listening to. I think we was listening to. Who was on the air? I think it was, I know Red Alert was on. Red Alert was on Kiss FM. Marley Marl was on BLS. I might have it backwards. We was listening to one of them, and he scratched the record. It's 419 there in London. He's probably doing it from his cubicle. He said, yo, y'all not going to believe this. They said, yo, Mike Tyson got knocked out. My boy pulled the car over. He was like, wait a minute. The shortest dude was with, he was like, what? Like, yo, Mike Tyson just got knocked out. He was like, nah, he's playing. He's playing. Because there was a fight party. I said, yo, look, he's a nah, he ain't beat, James ain't beating this guy. I ain't even gonna bother. How many seconds in the first round? They said, yo, it was a great fight. Mike dropped him, he got up, and then he dropped Mike, and Mike ain't make it. I mean, safe to say, we wasn't gonna get laid anyway, so we dropped the girls off. We went back to the fight party that we was going to go to in the first place. We got there. Everyone was like, yo. By the time I got to the party, Mike was sitting at the post fight with a swole eye, and Don King was going off. He was down for 19 seconds, and the ref blew that call, and they cheated, and Mike was just sitting there. I said, what happened? They said, yo, I think it was a long count. What happened? I saw the replay. I said, oh, all right. But I said, yo, they showing highlights, and I'm like, it looked like Mike was getting fucked up. There's like, yo, I don't know, man. Mike was getting beat up. But at that party, the cap started at that party. He was down. The count was long. Right? Then, he was just out there having sex with those Japanese girls. They weren't there. No one was affiliated with the camp. But one person said it. They was like, yeah, I know Mike. He had to be. Because he used to be in Brownsville, and he loved those girls. And it started right there. It started right there. I was like, oh. Okay, so sleeping with women, long count. But he's sitting at the post conference with a swole eye, quiet. Mike ain't talking. Don King was talking. Yeah, the count was long. It was. Count was long. But when James got up, Mike ain't finish him. Now, why am I pointing that out? Deontay Wilder, the count was long. He had help. Got up. And what do people tell us? Well, when he got up, Deontay ain't finish him. Are y'all ready to have this conversation or not? Let's stick to the truth. Did Deontay finish Fury when he got up off the floor? No. In fact, Fury fought back. Bullshit aside, with all the other antics aside, because remember, after the first fight, we didn't catch the antics. We didn't catch the floppy glove. We just said it was a classic, and we think D got robbed. How is it a fucking draw when the champion dropped the guy twice? And if you're gonna say that he only won the fights if Fury only won if Deontay only won the rounds that he dropped Fury in, that means he should have still won unanimous decision. These guys love doing what the fuck I tell them to do. Look at this dude. Just paying me. Look at him paying me. Understand, he's one of the dudes that can't get in. He's probably waiting 6 weeks to try and get in and get hit with a bench, but he can't take it right now because Deontay Wilder has his panties in a bunch. Yes, you wear thongs. You wear thongs. He can't say anything in the chat because he knows what's going to happen. So he's going to pay money to get a say off. You're looking for attention. There's grown people talking here, and you're looking for attention. What is it, like almost 4:30 in the UK? You have nothing else to do. But I'm glad you're here. You've been blocked. Make another account and give me some more money. I appreciate it. That's right, Clarence. You can't make this up. The mentality of a troll. I just got done saying they're sick people. I just said that. They're sick. Is that something that a normal person is gonna do? Is that something a normal person will do? I mean, seriously. He paid money to make a whole channel to do that. Bro, it's not normal. That guy he more than likely looks funny. All right, he's more than likely white because he's not black. People go to the internet and take black faces and do that shit all the time. And he's doing that. I mean, really think about it. A troll. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get him mad. 6 weeks to get in. I'm gonna show him. I'm gonna pay money. By himself. By himself. And when I'm done here, and he's done looking at me, because I'm perfect to him. Because he's watching me oiled up. When I'm done here, he's gonna go to Porn Kingdom, wherever, raise a salute. And he's going to masturbate at 1,000 miles an hour to gay pornography. You watch BBC porn. The BBC, not the news out there. The BBC, what we call over here is the big black C word. See, when you do things like that, I know you're fighting something. Let it out, man. It's accepted. Let it out. I don't get down like that, but let it out. Post your flag. When you send your when you make the new account, post your flag. And tell me that you love me. Get it out. Let it out. I don't get down like that, but let it out, man. I'm gonna get him mad. No, you're not. I'm getting paid off of your view. And you just paid me to troll. At least you paid me. So anyway, shit is crazy. Anyway, ain't that amazing? That's amazing. Anyway, all these excuses for Mike Tyson. Y'all notice every time Mike lost, there was an excuse for him when he was the darling. But something happened, right? He fights Buster Douglas and didn't run it back. 1990, he fought Henry Tillman, Alex Stewart. Do y'all know who those guys are? I do. But again, when you're talking to these casuals, I'm not doing the homework for them. I tell them to name the world beaters. They can't do it. So then he fights Donovan Razor Ruddock. And the only reason why they stop here is because they seen his name twice in a row. They don't really know him. I give Mike full credit because Mike Tyson said himself, Donovan hits very hard. Then something happens after he fights Razor Ruddock. He couldn't fight, by the way, I asked him, D-Man Jr., salute, Bumpy Thompson, Snacks B. I asked him, listen, man, you looking right at the record. You see Buster Douglas there, he knocked him out. How come he didn't run it back with Buster Douglas? And I just listened for it. I just want to see what they say. Most of us know. If you don't know, that's okay. But I can look in your eyes and tell you when you're trying to compute what I asked you. They look and they go, oh, you know what one dude told me? I mean, this Buster Douglas, he don't need to run it back. Who's he? He's the man that knocked your ass out. That's what's up. Here, look, that's what's up. You know why he couldn't fight Buster Douglas again? Because Buster Douglas, you think I'm bullshitting? Let's pull it up. Buster Douglas, he beats Mike Tyson in 1990. Right? Right after that, he fought a guy named Evander Holyfield. Yeah. He fought a guy by the name of Evander, the real deal Holyfield, and immediately lost the belt. Do you think Don King was running to make that fight? No. Quick story about Evander Holyfield. In the 80s, he was fighting at cruiserweight. He was having legendary fights with Dwight Muhammad Qawi. And I remember reading, and he also said it on television one time. He said, I'm moving to heavyweight. Oh, yeah? Yeah, you know, Mike Tyson, Kid Dynamite, he said, yeah, I want to fight Mike Tyson. And they laughed at him. Yeah, you're cruiserweight. This is back when Evander had the flat top. Oh, I mean, come on, Evander. I mean, that's Mike Tyson. He said, I know. I'm going to beat him. Hey, man, that's why we love you, man. You have a sense of humor. You know how Evander look? I'm going to beat him. Evander Holyfield was right there in Japan, sitting in the front row watching that fight. You know why? Because Evander had next. In fact, word on the street is he could have fought him straight up there, but Mike Tyson said, I'm going to go get this Buster Douglas money real quick, and then I'm going to fight Evander Holyfield. And I heard jokes thrown around the industry. These are just jokes now. They said, man, he was so scared of Evander, he threw himself on the floor against Buster Douglas. I mean, it's just jokes. And when Mike was getting beat up, they would put the camera on Evander sometimes. You see Evander sitting there with the flat top, like, that's supposed to be me in there. Maybe if he was fighting Evander Holyfield, he'd have took it a little more serious. You want to say that he didn't train? He's a professional. He's supposed to know better. We didn't know. I didn't know anything about him having a messed up corner that didn't know what they were doing. No end swell or nothing. They had water in a rubber glove as an end swell. I didn't see any of that. Remember, I didn't see the fight. I had to catch a replay somewhere. There was no internet back then. I had to wait. Someone recorded it on a VHS, and I had to watch the fight from the beginning. I said, what the fuck's wrong with Mike? Didn't matter. Because I know that Buster Douglas is, 6'5", with an 80-inch reach or something like that. He was popping that jab out. And he whooped Mike's ass, bottom line. Now, let me stop right there for a minute. He's popping that jab out. 6'5", 80-inch reach. Matter of fact, let me get his direct measurements. I have the box rec. James Douglas. 83-inch reach, 6'3". Okay, there it is. Okay? Go on and tell me that Deontay Wilder, all 6'7". Deontay Wilder, 6'7", 83-inch reach. All right? Go on and tell me that Mike just walks through him. Go on and tell me that Deontay Wilder couldn't compete. I dare you to tell me that. Who hits harder? Deontay or Buster Douglas? Oh, well, it's two different eras. Bullshit. That KO ratio is real. He was knocking over grown-ass men. Everybody that Deontay Wilder fought weren't ham and eggs. And we're going to go through it because I got a little bit of time. Let's go back here. He fights Buster Douglas, loses. Comes back. Evander Holyfield beats James, gets the titles. He fights Henry Tillman and Alex Stewart, beats them, right? Fights Ruddock, has a hard time, but beat him. It was a premature stoppage. That's what Donovan said in the first fight. Second fight went to a UD. Didn't knock him out. He goes to jail. This is where he went to jail. 91, he goes to jail. He went to jail on some bullshit. Right? He made some bad decisions. I think the woman lied, but whatever. He comes out of jail. There was a lot happening between 1991 and 1995. What happened? You saw the emergence of a lot of heavyweights. Riddick Bowe. Evander Holyfield was still there. Big George Foreman was still there. David Tua came through. Ike Ibeabuchi. Chris Bird. The Klitschko's. The division got live. Somewhere in between there, Riddick threw his belt in the garbage. The division got live when Mike was preserved. He wasn't in there doing hard time, fighting in prison. Everyone in prison knew who Mike was. They wasn't trying to jump in that fire. It was a country club. He didn't go in prison and balloon to 400 pounds. He came out. He was Muslim. He was well preserved. He jumped in with Peter McNeely. We saw the fight. But Peter McNeely in 95, Buster Mathis Jr., and then fought Frank Bruno again in 96. By the way, do y'all know who Buster Mathis Jr. is? Okay. I'm just asking. Then fights Bruce Seldon, the man who I swear to God he threw that fight. I swear to God he threw that fight. He fought Bruce Seldon. That's the fight where people are saying, yo, I think he laid down. I think he laid down. Fine. Whether you think he laid down or whether you think he didn't, it's fine. But you know what happened in 96 or so, 2 months later? Because the Bruce Seldon fight wasn't even a fight. Bruce didn't land nothing, and he got stopped. First round. Evander Holyfield happened in 96. 2 months later, and we know what happened there, right? Mike got knocked out. As soon as Mike lost, Cap. First thing they said was, oh, well, Mike was out of the ring for 3 years. Can I ask y'all a question? And this is how I debunked that bullshit at the start. Because listen, y'all ready for this? Y'all want to blame Mike Tyson making a poor choice and getting locked up for 3 years as to why he lost to Evander Holyfield when I was saying that Evander would beat that guy since 1988? And I was getting laughed at? Some 9 years later, something like that, the fight finally happens. Evander does what he done lost the flat top, lost his hair and everything. Still beat Mike Tyson. Right? Want me to debunk it? Well, Mike was in prison. He wasn't fighting in prison. He knew when he got out of prison, he knew he was going to have to fight. Where else is he going to get paid? They fed him Peter McNeely and Buster Mathis Jr., and Bruce Seldon laid on the floor for him. But Mike was lost a step because he was in prison, right? Well, what was Evander doing when Mike was in prison? Let's look. That was 96 he fought Tyson, right? Let's click on his name. Let's go down. Look at this resume. Look at this resume. All right. Look at this. Mike Tyson, 96. All right. This is all while Mike was in prison, guys. Bobby Says, which is Stop Premature, Riddick Bowe, Ray Mercer, Michael Moore, Riddick Bowe, Alex Stewart, Riddick Bowe. All right, I'll stop right there. So that was 93. Let me make sure. Let me see. That's Riddick Bowe. Mike got locked up when? Mike got locked up. Mike got locked up in 91. So let's go back to Evander Holyfield. Mike got locked up in 91. Right? Mike got locked up in 91, right? Mike got locked up in 91. So after Buster Douglas, when Mike was in prison, around that time he was in prison, look at what Evander Holyfield was doing. While Mike was in prison, getting 3 hot meals, preserved, not taking any shots upside the head, Holyfield was fighting George Foreman, Burt Cooper, Larry Holmes, whom Mike beat, Riddick Bowe, Alex Stewart, Riddick Bowe, who knocked him out, right? Riddick Bowe, he lost the 12-round decision, lost the majority decision. I'm sorry, he won a majority decision, fought Michael Moore, lost that fight, came back and fought Ray Mercer, of all people. Do your homework on Ray Mercer. Then fought Riddick Bowe again and got knocked out. Then fought Bobby Says, and somewhere in between that, he had a heart condition or something. And he couldn't get licensed. Do you remember that? Yeah, I remember that. Y'all remember when he had the heart condition? Irregular heartbeat? The joke was, oh, Evander gonna have a heart attack when he fight Mike Tyson. I say, yo, watch him knock Mike out. You bugging. Whole time they're still playing Mike Tyson Punch Out. It's an old game at this point. You bugging. Oh, you bugging. Yeah, okay. I made sure I ain't missed that fight. Whole time I stood up in somebody's living room, just like this. Round 1. Mike came out, swinging for the fences. Living room went crazy. Yeah. Round 1 ended. Okay, yeah, you gonna get him now. Round 2, more the same. Evander slowed down the pace of the fight, watched Mike's feet, timed him. And I'm just sitting in the living room. I'm the only person sitting there I'm standing there every time it looked like Mike did something good, they looked at me. Yeah. I was like, uh-huh. And then Mike got in trouble. Then he got knocked out. And they were like, oh. And they reached in their pockets and they gave me my money. $5, $2, $1, $20, $50. Yeah. I went out and I bought a pair of Timbs the next day. That Sunday, I went out and bought a pair of Timbs. Thank y'all. Timbs were expensive back then, $150. And I made more money than that. Because I knew it was going to happen. I knew. So look at what I've read, while Mike Tyson was in prison, because since you want to cap for Mike Tyson, oh, he only lost because he was locked up. What's worse? Sitting down, getting 3 hot meals a day, with the protection of the Nation of Islam, finding religion, finding inner peace, or being in the ring with Riddick both 3 goddamn times, getting knocked out in one of them, fighting Burt Cooper, fighting Ray Mercer, losing your hair, fighting George Foreman. While Mike was preserved, Evander was out here getting busy and still fought Mike with an alleged heart condition and knocked Mike out. Y'all still want to talk about Mike Tyson? Let's do it. So, then the Holyfield. Then there was the infamous ear-biting incident. DQ. Suspended for another 2 years. Comes back, fights in 99, fights Francois Botha. I saw that. Orlin Norris. Who is that? Julian Francis. Who's that? Big Lou Savarese. I know who he is. Beat him. Galata. No contest. Circus show. Brian Nelson. Who's that? Y'all know who that is? And then we get right here. Lennox Lewis. Do I need to go into this? Lennox Lewis, 6'5", 84-inch arm reach. I got to get into it. We all saw it. There were still people thinking that Lewis got some bitch in him and Mike's gonna, peekaboo, get on the inside, tear his body up. It sounded like a good plan. What did Lennox say? Held my beer. Bing, 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 ricochet rabbit. Uh-oh, Congos. Sleep. Mike got up off the floor, wiping blood off of Lennox's face. I got up and I walked out. I said, I can't believe, what the fuck? Did he just wipe his face? Oh, shit. Now, I'm not degrading Mike. I'm pointing out the facts. I'm not talking about the out-of-the-ring antics. We're talking boxing, right? He did go to jail on some bullshit. But we're talking boxing, right? Did he beat Lennox? No, he didn't. But here comes the cap. Oh, well, Mike is old. Man, Lennox and Mike are damn near the same age. Shut up. Evander Holyfield older than Mike. Shut up. He older than Mike? Let's make sure. I want to be clear. Lennox Lewis is, this is age. This is age here. Not on BoxRec. Let me know how old Lennox Lewis, Mike Tyson, and Evander Holyfield is, please. I want to be accurate because they make a lot of excuses for Mike Tyson. Then he comes back, fights Clifford Etienne, knocks him silly, loses to Danny Williams, a fight that he was winning, then got stopped. And then Kevin McBride. By then, everyone is saying, oh, he was over. The Irishman. 6'6", 80-inch reach. World beater. I'm looking at who he lost to. Mike Marlowe, Andrew Galata, Zach Page, Matt Skelton, Thomas Adamic. Remember him? Marius Wack. We all know who that is. But he found the way to beat Mike Tyson. Lost to DeVar Williamson, who is not a world beater. DeVar Williamson is in one of the most boring heavyweight bouts in history against Chris Bird. They didn't want to throw a punch at each other because they were friends. I mean, it was bad. Michael Murray. But if you look on his record, he beat Mike Tyson. He beat Mike Tyson, and then went on. He beat Mike Tyson, beat Byron Pauly, and then went on a losing streak. Oh, well, Mike was just doing it for money. All these excuses for Mike Tyson. Holyfield's 3 years older. That's right. The same thing they pulled with Manny Pacquiao. Oh, Floyd aged Manny out. No, he didn't. He's older than Manny. What are y'all talking about? Look at that. Evander 59, Mike 55. Mike is younger than everybody. But all these excuses for him. And then when I say, yo, look, man, I believe Mike Tyson, the prime Mike Tyson, would lose. Guess what? If Deontay Wilder right now was walking around in the 80s somewhere, Don King would not make that fight unless he was signed with Don King Promotions. Stop acting like Mike would walk through Deontay Wilder as if he ain't got no power, as if he ain't 6'7" with power, punching downwards. Don't act like you ain't see what Lennox Lewis did to that man. Oh, well, he ain't got no skills like Lennox Lewis. He has an 84-inch. Wait, Deontay. All right, let's put up Deontay Wilder's record. Let's play the game. Deontay Wilder. What's wrong with this damn thing? Refresh the damn page. Deontay Wilder, 6'7", 83-inch reach. Let's start from the bottom. 2008, he fought once. Ethan Cox knocked him out. The guy was 2-2. 2009, he fought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times in 2009. I don't recognize anybody here. All right. However, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times he fought in 09. That's less than 12, and that's less than 15 times in a year. Look, Charles Brown, 6 up, 15 down. What did I say? You go to your favorite fighter's record, go to the beginning when they first started out. They fought guys like this. There's a guy like this on everybody's record. They got like an insane amount of losses. They're working at Walmart. Hey, they pick up their phone. Hey, man, yo, in 48 hours, I got $6,000 for you. We got a prodigy coming up. You know what I'm saying? You know, payday. You in shape? Not really. Well, it don't matter. You need $7,000? Yeah. We'll pay for your travel, put you up in a hotel. We'll pay for your food. We'll cut you a check. Don't even worry about your corner. We got a corner for you. $7,000? Yeah, I could use it. Bring your ass. Bruce goes, am I lying? Is that not how it goes? Yeah, I'll do it. Not ranked. License is still intact. You have a day job, but you can use that $7,000. Yo, man, the holidays is coming. Yo, I got to pay for this divorce. Yo, the kids need school books. I'll rob a salute. That's how it goes. Everybody got a fighter on their record like that. D was just coming up. Fine. I'll take it. So then we go to 2010. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times in 2010. Again. You see right here. Dan Sheehan. 38 losses. Look at this. Harold Sconiers. 20 losses. Your favorite fighter has guys like this on their resume. And guess what? If they don't, they should. You know why? You could end up like Vasyl Lomachenko. Second pro fight with a loss against a journeyman. Y'all understand why matchmakers are important? Y'all understand? So now I'm talking to the clowns that want to try and degrade Deontay's resume. He ain't fight nobody. Yeah. We just went through Mike's from 85 to 86. Wasn't looking good. Those weren't all world beaters. All of those cartoon-style knockouts were against guys that the casual fan didn't know. The only valid name that was a cartoon-style knockout was Trevor Berbick. Coach, salute. Let's go back to it. Now we're in 2011. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times. 6 times. He's putting in work. He's putting in work. He's building himself. He's building himself. Now we're in 2012. 1, 2, 3. Now, right here. Y'all know who Owen Beck is? Okay. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times in 2012. Now we cooking because Kelvin Price was undefeated. Damon McCary was undefeated. All right. Kirsten Manswell. That's the gayest name, Manswell. So the competition is getting a little better. Competition is getting a little better. All right. Then right here, Audley Harrison. Y'all remember Audley Harrison? Fahim, salute, fam. And no doubt, Fahim, you know what you can do? You can show them this. I'm going through the resume. Y'all remember Audley Harrison? All right. They were putting him on a pedestal. Lennox retired. Enter Audley. Looked really good. Yeah, Tony's reviews. Just tune in. Just tune in. I'm making the case. If you watch the replay, I just went through all Mike's resume. Now I'm on Deontay's. Jasper, he may have been. I don't know. That's right. Audley was a gold medalist, but he always would fall short. When they were just about to pass him that torch, he fell short. Yeah, I remember he knocked out Michael Dokes. I remember that. I see you, Snacks B, but timing negates speed. Deontay Wilder has really good timing. And see, these are things, that's what I'm saying. There's something called a bully mentality. And that can go, it's either a praise mentality or a bully mentality. Saying that Wilder swings wild and everything, he had to tighten up a lot of stuff because he was really green with his punches. But he tightened a lot of shit up. He's improved and he's learned while he was on the job. So it did look, matter of fact, when he knocked out Audley Harrison, it looked ugly at the end. It did because he was swinging and it was looking crazy. People took memes. They made GIF files out of that. Y'all get wet over this? I said, first of all, I don't get wet over no man. What are you talking about? But I said, yeah, it looked ugly, but he was in his emotions. But guess what? Did he stop Audley Harrison? He beat him so bad, they started calling him Fraudly Harrison. They might have started calling him that before that. Because they put him on a pedestal and he couldn't close the deal. They started calling him Fraudly Harrison. So this was a good win. And then we got Sergey Lahovich. This is the guy that D hit so hard, he fell on the floor like he was having a seizure. You remember that? Remember that? Sergey was a durable guy. So I'll give him that. Oh, who's Sergey Lahovich? Man, we just went through all of Mike Tyson's record, and most of you haters don't even know anybody on his record outside of Ruddock, Burbick, because I told you Holmes, Spinks, and Holyfield, and Lewis. By the way, the names I mentioned, he beats Spinks, he beats Holmes. Both of those men were over the hill. I don't care what anyone says. Did he beat Evander? No. He bit him. He didn't beat him. Did he beat Lewis? No. I don't want to hear, oh, he was old and he was in prison, he lost a step. Because while Mike was in prison, I reiterate, while Mike was in prison, all of those guys was working. While Mike was in prison, all of those guys was working. Did Evander not fight Lennox Lewis twice? Did Lennox Lewis not get knocked out by Hasim Rahman and then get the win back? Am I imagining that? Or did it happen? Why didn't Mike Tyson fight Hasim Rahman? Don't tell me that he walks through Rahman. We see Rahman get knocked out, but guess what? Styles make fights, right? David Tua was steamrolling everybody. Ran into Rahman, problem. I see you, Killer Black Mamba. Salute. And like I said, I'm just proving my opinion. This is my opinion, and I'm using the resume because everyone loves to run at Deontay Wilder's resume and say he ain't fight nobody. We're going through it. I can say the same thing for Mike Tyson. The reality is a lot of the cats that try to tell me that were babies or weren't even born. You did no research. The bottom line is Sadly, Mike Tyson's record didn't match the celebration. It's fluff. But a 97 or whatever Deontay Wilder's KO ratio was, that's not fluff. That's real. What's real is he's outweighed in all of his fights. He's tall, but he's a small heavyweight. What's real is he has a real chin. Ask King Kong Ortiz. By the way, I could do the same show tomorrow about what King Kong Ortiz fared against Mike Tyson. I said a while ago, King Kong Ortiz is fighting in the wrong era. He need to have been fighting in the 80s and in the 70s and in the early 90s against Larry Holmes and Spinks and those guys. He's fighting in the wrong era. He need to be fighting the prime Evander Holyfield. King Kong Ortiz is a throwback. So to address what we said, a young Mike Tyson too fast for Deontay, time and negate speed. That's boxing. If he knows you're going to be there, you're going to be met with a punch. Ask King Kong Ortiz. Boxer puncher, fine. Let's not act like those right hands just land. Ortiz got set up. The first fight was just heart. But Ortiz in the second fight got set up, which is why he was winning the fight until he got caught. It was a setup. Joe, salute. Stop me when I'm lying. Let's go back to the resume. Sergey Lahovich. Nikolai Further, I'm not too familiar with him. Then we got Malik Scott. Oh, Malik Scott threw the fight. Whatever. Bruce Seldon. That's my response. But again, casuals won't know that. Oh, Malik Scott threw the fight. Your opinion. But, Bruce Seldon. Huh? We can play the game. We can play the game. We can play the game. Malik Scott threw the fight. But, Bruce Seldon. Look, I'm going to show you on my phone. Malik Scott, he didn't get hit. But, Bruce Seldon. Now we even. So, want to play that? Or do we want to move on? Let's move on. Play that shit. Then we got Jason Gavin. Then we got Bermane Stabern. This is the first fight. Bermane Stabern, a lot of people picked him to beat him. Oh, he's fighting someone who can fight now. Oh, that's wild swinging shit. Oh, no. Nope. Unanimous decision. He outboxed Bermane in spots. What the fuck is this? Y'all see this ad over here? Where's the X? Get out of here. Did y'all see that? Wait, what are y'all looking at? Hold on, let me stop sharing for a second. There was some advertisement. And there was you see this? This fool loves me. Yo, dude, stop crying. Stop crying. Vladimir Klitschko beat the shit out of David Haye. And all he could do was yank off his shoe and say, look, my toe broke. Last we saw David Haye, Tony Bellew was standing over him with his dick out. But thank you for the super chat. And, you know, they do what I tell them to do. I told him, make another account, come back, give me your views, and give me your money. And he did that. Do it again. But this time, send me 50 euros, whatever the fuck it is. 50 pounds. Send it to me. Come back. Now we good, Sam. You're blocked. Come back. Up the money, though. Up the money. And I know you have an account waiting to come in. You wait for your 6 weeks. When you come in, you're going to get blocked. All right? You know, so come on back, but give me more money though. So we had Deontay Wilder. All right, so he beats Bermain Stavern, a fight that he was picked to lose. And this is where the win streak comes in. That was when he won it. Eric Molina, a hard puncher. He actually wobbled. No, he ain't wobbled. He froze Deontay with a counterpunch in this fight. Go look at it. Johan Duhapis. This guy was very durable. Arthur Spilka, another durable guy. All right? Chris Arreola, another durable guy. D hit him so hard, he broke his hand. The lies out of the, oh my God. When D broke his hand, he had to go get pins in his hand. Do you know motherfuckers was online talking about, yo, they left the pins in. They left the pins. Les Miss Rivera, salute, famo. How you? They left the pins in his hand, and Deontay was running around with pins in his hand, and that's why his punches were extra. I said, what the fuck is he, Wolverine? The pins were removed. What are y'all talking about? You see, discredit, bully mentality. Why? Because you don't like how he throws a punch? Never mind how he throws a punch. It don't matter how he threw. Listen. World Series. Final game of the World Series. They put in this picture. And your favorite team is at bat. In the last game of the World Series, here comes this rookie. And they finally put him in the game. You're like, who's this? And before he winds up and throws the ball, he does like a shuffle dance and shakes his ass and rings the ball right here and throws it funny. But every time he launches it, it's 150 miles an hour and no one can hit it. He strikes out everybody. No hitter. He pitches a no hitter. Final game, World Series. And although he's the hero of the World Series, the focus on ESPN and Fox and on the news is how he dances before he throws a 150-mile-an-hour ball. And he pitched that's the no-hitter and the speed of the ball is not the focus. It's how he's throwing the ball. It don't matter how he's throwing the ball. What was the result? What was the result? The no-hitter. I don't care how D throws a punch. When it lands, what happens? What is this bully mentality? And when we point things out like, yo, wait a minute. Never mind how he's doing it. Why aren't we talking about what he's doing? No.
Hello, monkeys.
I don't like how he throws a punch. Mike Tyson, he had a great skills, and you know he ain't got no skills like Floyd Mayweather. But wait a minute, I was just arguing with you for the last 10 fucking years. I don't care what Floyd's doing outside the ring. I don't care if he don't knock nobody out because that's what everyone says. Floyd don't knock anybody out. I'm saying his skill set, he barely gets touched. Barely. It's not different. It's different from not getting touched. He barely gets touched. Barely gets touched. And you fought with me for 10 years about how he's boring. The other half of these apes, yo, man, I like those. You see him throwing money at the screen? Yo, man, he got these new Gucci. Oh, my God, you see the rolls? You groupie ass dude. How you a man and claim? How you a man and you a groupie? So I'm having those conversations for 10 years. But those two clowns, those same two forms of audience, they form a pact and they decide they don't like Deontay Wilder. You love Floyd. You love Mike Tyson. You hate Deontay Wilder. But you're pro-black.
Hello, monkeys.
I swear to God, I hate y'all.
Hello, monkeys.
I swear to God, I hate y'all.
Hello, monkeys.
Let's spin it. Yo, man, you saw that chain that Floyd had on? Yo, oh shit, yo, that nigga Mike, that nigga skill shit, man, yo, that nigga Mike knock niggas out, man. Yo, oh my God, yo, Wilder, nah, man, I'm saying that nigga got skinny legs. Fuck is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all apes? Banana breath having ass niggas? I'm on y'all bumper this whole year. Monkeys. It's ridiculous. Mike had a punch, but he's been punched out several times. One nigga told me, he said, yeah, man, Deontay is whack because he lost to Fury. All right, Fury's a cheater and all that, but is he trash? And like I said, Deontay Wilder didn't lose to anybody like Kevin McBride. Tyson Fury gives anybody problems because he's so goddamn big and he can actually box. He can actually box. The fact that he's a cheater makes us not like him. That's the problem. If we had a fair one from day one, we wouldn't even be here. We'd have gave him credit and moved on. They don't understand that. I'm not putting on a cap for him. We want what's fair. He's a fucking cheater. Was Mike ever cheating? No, he just got beat up. He was perfectly fine when he fought Evander Holyfield. That's a classic example of style. Evander had him well scouted, and he said he didn't even watch him half the time. He knew when Mike was going to throw a punch by watching his feet. And every time he stepped forward, he ran into a right hand. Timed him perfectly. And Mike is faster than Evander. He's faster than Evander. Hip movement, squatting down, head movement. But when he throws a punch, Vander knew exactly what to do. Mike knocked himself out. All he did was put that, he just threw the right hand at half speed, and Mike ran into it. Counter, boom, sleep. And it was about to happen in the rematch, and he got so upset, he bit his damn ear. The truth is, there was a lot more other opponents Mike could have fought other than Peter McNeely. But we knew what it was about, come out of jail and get a warm-up fight. Arrow flips his car, knocks his teeth out, comes back and says, nah, I don't want no warm-up. Give me Danny Garcia. We was like, whoa, chill. Danny, you sure? Yeah. Y'all saw what happened. I mean, it's not like Mike flipped the car, near-death experience. Nah, he just allegedly had the R word with some girl and went to prison for 3 years. Found religion. Well, he wasn't fighting because while he was locked up, everybody was busy. Remember, Riddick Bowe 3 times. Knocked out in the last fight. Do we really want to talk about Mike Tyson in comparison to Deontay Wilder and compare resumes? Don't do it. Because we can go here. Bermain Stavern again, King Kong Ortiz. I ain't got to go there with y'all. Nobody wanted him. He fought him. Tyson Fury, we know what happened. Draw, right? Fine, whatever. Dominic Brazil, right? Luis Ortiz again. Tyson Fury again. That's when he lost it. Due to some bullshit. But we have 10 title defenses. Hall of Fame work, tied with Muhammad Ali. Mike Tyson do that? Oh, he didn't fight nobody resume. We just went through Mike's resume. And the casual couldn't name half the fucking important names on Mike's resume. I'm not going to do the work for them. Don't tell me that era was tougher than this era. It's not. When Mike was coming up, That heavyweight division wasn't the best. Nobody wants to admit that. Now I want to show y'all something. Well, watch this. I'm going down to Larry Holmes. Where is it? Where is it? Nope, I'm too far down. What is this? It's okay. By the way, why didn't Mike fight Oliver McCall, his chief sparring partner? Why am I talking about Oliver McCall? Anyone? Nobody? Why didn't Mike fight Tim Witherspoon? Anybody? Did y'all know in 1981, Trevor Berbick fought Larry Holmes? So technically, Mike Tyson fought Larry Holmes' leftovers. Oh, man. Yeah, this dude wants to give me a BJ. Didn't I tell you to up your money? Didn't I tell you to up your money? Maybe I'll let you stay. Boxing and barbecue, salute. The hit is strong in this one. This is what I'm saying. He's dropping the euro. By the way, he might not be from over there. Now to think about it, you can choose your currency that you use on YouTube. Motherfucker might be in North Dakota, or he might be in Manhattan, Washington Heights. I don't know. So yeah, that's Deontay Wilder's record. 2 losses he has. As it stands right now, it's to the best in the game. Can we say the same about Mike Tyson? Was Buster Douglas the best in the game when he knocked Mike out? No. But people want to jump up and quote Simon Bridgman, salute. They want to Dwayne Freeman, salute. They want to quote what they've seen in motherfucking documentaries. They want to quote shit that they've seen in documentaries. Oh, Mike had a bad corner. Oh, yeah, Mike had a bad corner. Mike had a bad corner. You didn't know that. Mike got his ass whooped. How about that? Huh? Because D just got his ass whooped. There was no missing padding from the gloves, and he wasn't drugged, and he just got his ass whooped, right? Right. In Japan, Mike just got his ass whooped. Evander just whooped his ass. Kevin McBride just whooped his ass. Lennox Lewis just whooped his ass. Oh, well, Mike was just doing it for the money at that point. He just whooped his ass. He had a camp. He got in the ring. He fought that big Irish kid, and he ended his career. That's what happened. Lennox Lewis ain't go out like that. He fought a war against Vitaly Klitschko and said, you know what, I'm good. I won, I'm good. Stopped it on cuts. Klitschko has a cut. Oh, he only won because he cut his eye. Yeah, guess what? He cut his eye. The cut just didn't come there. Lennox punched him in the goddamn face. That's how it happened. But who am I? Who am I? Bottom line is this here. Every time Mike Tyson faced adversity, he couldn't think outside the box. And when he got dropped, he didn't get up. The one time he did get up, right? Well, he tried to get up against Douglas, but it was over. He's looking for his mouthpiece, put it in all backwards and upside down. Then when he fought Evander Holyfield, he got up and the beating commenced. After that, he learned his lesson. Next time I get knocked down, I'm just not going to get up. And he didn't get up. Kevin McBride, he fell. He hurt his knee or something. And he laid there and just laid there like he was sitting on the living room couch. Just, I'll be salute. He just laid there like, Let the troll come back. He's been reported twice already. And if you don't know already, hey, Mike, how you look so stiff in this fight? I broke my back. My back is broken. Spinal. Oh, yeah, Danny Williams. How could I forget Danny Williams? A fight that he was winning. Inshallah. Danny Williams is Muslim. Knocked him out. Spinal. I broke my back. Back is broken. Spinal. It's all right, Rashawn. You can listen. It's okay. My point here, Eric, salute. My point here is that when you want to make the comparison, the wrong thing to do is bring up resume. Don't do it. Not when Deontay got 10 title defenses. Not when the losses he does have is to the best heavyweight in the game today, all 6'9", 300 pounds of him, who can box. And by the way, D had to chase him for that third fight. You want to go there? D got 10 title defenses. D's in the record books for that already. Is Mike there for that? No. Because when Mike fought the best in the game, he lost. Lennox Lewis, he lost. Vander Holyfield, he lost. Kevin McBride, though? Danny Williams, though? Buster Douglas, though? Hey, man. Listen, the facts are on my side. Now, y'all want to talk about style? Oh, well, style. I don't want to talk about no goddamn I don't want to talk about no goddamn resume. Good, because you'll lose that 100%. You'll lose that 100%. You'll lose that. Judah says Deontay feet couldn't save him from Mike. Could Mike's head movement save him from Lennox Lewis' right hand? The answer is no, because we all saw what happened. And what makes you think that Deontay don't have good timing? When he knocked out one of the best standard boxers in the game in King Kong Ortiz. Wow. Let me show you how to handle this. Hold on, y'all. There you go. I'll show you how to do it. Yep. Yep. Why was Rashawn? Now let him rock. Let him rock. He's entitled to his opinion. I missed a super chat. Let me go back up here. Salute to Opera LD in that super chat. Much love and appreciation. He says, cats don't want to hear the facts on their boxing hero. I know they don't. And I'm not trying to shit on Mike. I'm just pointing out. Did I lie on Mike one time in here? Did I lie on Mike at all? Did I lie? Don't time anybody out for their opinion. They're not being disrespectful. Please don't do that. If they're getting disrespectful, bang on them. But, if they just have an opinion, it's okay. It's okay. Unhide them. Unhide them, please. So yeah, I'm sorry. When I make a complaint, I do it in detail. Because when you do it in detail, y'all notice that Jay Cooley, salute. Y'all notice that option to go to the person's page? Y'all notice that came back? Why do you think that came back? Documentation beats conversation. While you talk and troll, I write. While you talk, I write. You may think you have the last word, but I have the last act. That's all right, Jay. It's all good. So this fool with his 400 accounts, something gonna happen to him. So he's gonna come back again just to say, look, I'm still here. Nothing happened. Yeah, it takes time. It takes time. You're gonna turn around. It's just gonna be different for you. For you. I don't know if he wants to, Ethan. I don't know. And what he decides to do, I'm good either way. He's good. He's already in the history books. He has nothing to prove. And I said, and I told him this, you love your people to a fault. You put your people on your back, but the reality is you need to lighten your load because a lot of your people don't appreciate you. They don't. Which is why I clown the monkeys. I clown the monkeys. The banana breaths, the watermelon chewers. The motherfuckers that can swing from the ceiling with their feet. Them. I clown them. Because the truth is, y'all don't deserve them. They don't see what we see. They're not here for it. They're not immersed in it like us. They don't see what we see. They're not here. Like I said, this YouTube thing, they weren't here when we couldn't talk boxing without being called the N-word when our faces weren't even attached to the goddamn avatar. They weren't here for that. You think E. Shit Smith knows that? The LDBC gives you the platform to have your unbiased boxing opinion. It could be biased. If you're pro whatever fighter, that's fine. But you won't get ripped in half for it. You won't get violated and disrespected for it. You won't get called out of your ethnicity for it. It just is what it is. What fight I want desperately this year? Errol and Bud. I need Bud to sit his ass down and not take any work. And I need Errol to get past Ugas. That's what I need. And that's going to be hard. That's going to be very hard. I also want Tank versus Devin Haney, but wishful thinking. Wishful thinking. You know what? Kambosos needs to, man. I'll talk about that tomorrow, bro. Right now, I'm on the bumper of these people that think Mike Tyson is God. He beats Deontay, right? This fight is right now. Now, Deontay's the cream of the crop. You look at what they're saying. Although he lost to Fury, he's still a major player. But Mike Tyson, you take him from 1985 and bring him now, he's beating everybody? No. No, he's not. Everybody in this era is giving him a problem. Do you know why? I'll say it again. Everybody in this era is giving him a problem. Do you know why? They're bigger. Has the athlete not gotten bigger over the decade? Yo, listen, Tyson Fury's huge. You ever stood next to anybody that's 6'9"? I've been around D. I'm 6'2". 6'7" is significantly bigger. I look down at his arms. I said, shit. God damn. Marcellus is not a small guy. I was like, damn. You're some big dudes. Yo, Malik Scott is not a small guy. I'm not a small guy. Malik. Look. That's Joseph Parker. He's a little taller than me. If you notice, I'm kind of like looking up. They have him listed as, what, 6'4"? Okay. Look at me and Malik. D bigger than him. All right? So when I say these fighters are bigger, vote salute. That's right, Yave. It's a big difference. It's a big difference. Yeah, thank you, Steve. Look at this. I'm putting it up again. Look at his hands. And I could palm a basketball. That was the first time I met Malik and Deontay like up close. I was like, sheesh. The hell? Look, man. Mike Tyson has an issue in this era. I'm not saying he won't be successful. Look. Does he steamroll the Juggernaut? Or does he eat a lot of jabs and get set up? Does he steamroll King Kong Ortiz? You want to look at the last fight and say that was Ortiz for his whole career? No, I'm not. Maybe age caught up with him. I don't know. But we know why King Kong Ortiz is a problem. Does he steamroll Frank Sanchez? That's right. Ortiz is considered a small heavyweight. The man's 6'4". I walked right past Frank Sanchez that weekend. I said, holy, it's a lot different when they're next to you. I said, damn. Judah, that's your opinion. I don't know if you just got here. You just got here. This is what I'm talking about. He said this generation that's trash skills. How do you explain King Kong Ortiz? Who lost to Deontay Wilder because he got set up. This is what I'm saying. This bully mentality, just because a group of haters say something, and you may see certain things, it's like the kid in class. One person makes fun of him, and then everybody's making fun of him. But the reality is he's the smartest kid in the class. It's sexy to say that Deontay ain't got no skills. It's cute to say, but that's a lie. Tyson Fury gives Mike Tyson a problem. Whether you want to, he gives him a problem. He gives him a problem. Otto Wallin gives Mike Tyson today a problem. You know, Otto Wallin is 6'5". Wait, hold on. Let's pull it up. Let's put it up. Otto Wallin is 6'5" with a 78-inch reach, and he's a really good boxer. He's a really good boxer. If Ortiz was that good, it wouldn't have took this generation for him to stand out. What do you mean? Young Murph, salute. What do you mean? Anybody with, what am I saying here? Because you're saying this, but he lost to Buster Douglas. You're saying this, but he lost to Kevin McBride. You're saying this, but he lost to Lennox Lewis. You're saying this, but he lost to Evander Holyfield. You think Vladimir Vitaly would have had a problem with Mike Tyson? I think Mike would have had a problem with them. Does he beat them? I don't know. These are all fantasy matches. I'm just going off of what was done. Why didn't the Klitschko's fight him? You do know that that man was avoided, right? We know the math. I'm not going to go through all of it. We know the math. Thank you, DJ Chris. Ortiz was frozen out. That's it. That's it. I think Vitaly Klitschko beats Mike Tyson. Yeah, I said it. I think Mike has a better chance against Vladimir. But Klitschko was a killer. Klitschko was also 6'7", 6'8", punching downwards, and he was a killer. If he saw you hurt, he was gonna kill you. He's mean. Vladimir is not mean. Vitaly was mean. So I don't subscribe to the fact that Mike lost a step when he was in prison, or the Mike in the 80s, or the Mike in the 90s. Mike is Mike. Because Mike is younger than Evander, and he's younger than Lennox Lewis. Both those men beat him like a drum. They beat him like a drum. They fucked him up. They knocked him out. And I'm not going to discredit one era to make another era look better. Because I just told you, Ortiz is a throwback fighter. I think he's fighting in the wrong era. He needs to be fighting in the 80s and the early 90s. Because the reality is, if Ortiz and Fury and Wilder, if those guys was walking around in the 80s, Don King, unless they were Don King fighters, they'd have steered away. They would have been steered away from Mike Tyson. Because Mike Tyson is a small heavyweight in weight at that time and in stature. Mathematics, punching downwards. And here's the number one factor. You ready for this? Klitschko, Vitaly, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, who I'm talking about here. They wouldn't be scared of Mike. They wouldn't be scared of Mike. Evander Holyfield was looking for all the smoke. That's right, Judah. I said that earlier. That's what I'm saying. You got here late. When Mike was locked up, there was a lot of talent he could have fought, but he chose Peter McNeely. David Tua, Ike Ibeabuchi. I named them. Hasim Rahman. Even John Ruiz was up and coming. Do y'all remember John Ruiz and Evander Holyfield? Remember when I said styles make fights, right? Y'all remember John Ruiz and Evander Holyfield? There's just something about John Ruiz that gave Evander a headache. There's something about his style. Gave him a headache. Couldn't figure it out. Kirk Johnson said the same thing. He said, yo, it was just something about his style. I couldn't figure it out. He got DQ to hit him low. So while Mike was preserved, people were busy. But what I'm saying is, D beats him. He's bigger. They're the same weight, damn near. 6'7" with the power, punching downwards. And he's athletic. He's athletic. The only person that could do it that did to Deontay was Tyson Fury. Mike ain't gonna bully a Deontay. Get it on the pocket, they're gonna wrestle. And what's Mike gonna do once that jab hit him on the top of his forehead? Hit him clean in the eye. If the jab feels like this, I don't want to feel that right hand. And Deontay Wilder covers a lot of ground. He's 6'7", and he's not slow. Deontay Wilder knocks out Mike Tyson. 80s, 90s, whatever. Tyson Fury knocks out Mike Tyson. He's too big. He'd be too well scouted. Vitaly Klitschko knocks out Mike Tyson. Those three names I mentioned would not be scared of Mike Tyson. Stop putting him on this pedestal like this guy was a world beater. Just because you're celebrated doesn't mean that the celebration matches what you actually did. Video games, TV appearances, all that's well and dandy. But a lot of that is hype machine. Because the reality is, Evander Holyfield wanted that work since the 80s and he didn't get it. Why? We found out. Part of beating Mike was not being afraid. Not being afraid. You think Deontay would be afraid of him? You think Tyson Fury would be afraid of him? You think Vitaly Klitschko would be afraid of him? They beat the shit out of Mike Tyson. I know you don't want to hear it. And you could disagree because a lot of this thing with Mike Tyson is legend. It's mystique. But remember, Arturo Gatti was celebrated. Every time he fought in Atlantic City, the Italians came out to support him. But what was the reality? Either he was going to look real good winning or look bad and then win, or he was going to get schooled, a la Floyd Mayweather Jr. Before I get out of here, much love and appreciation to all of you. Before I get out of here, let me pull this up. Where is it? Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to the Painful Excellence Podcast. First show will be launching. The first show will be launching this Saturday, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Eastern Standard Time. 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is not a boxing show. All right, we're talking real life situations. I know the troll's going to come through. You're going to get bopped fast. You're going to get bopped fast. I'm just letting y'all know. But I know you love me. Disrupt me if you want, but it's okay. You prove my point. There's going to be a lot of women watching you. Checking your masculinity. You dig? And go subscribe to my brother Mike Biggs Boxing. He's doing content. Mike, we got to get up, son. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the Painful Excellence Podcast. Know what I mean? Let me hit y'all with this on the way out. Salute to everybody in the Cash App, the Zelle, the Venmo, the Super Chats. Much love and appreciation. Let me hit y'all with this on the way out. Trailers on. Let's make our way over there.